Cool.
And he kind of goes, Well, I can't say that having a temple for another deity within the realm of the light is something that I'm happy about. It would seem that that seems to be a place worth at least an investigation. What say you all?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go there. It's fine.
So also started to take 2 more points of radiant damage. Almost seems like each of them are exuding like a power of kind of rubbing his thumbs together and says, Is there anything else that you require? Anything we can help with?
Can you spare an inquisitor?
Kind of pauses on it for a second. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, my neighbors are smoking the devil's lettuce again. Oh, 19.
Deviled lettuce.
Deviled eggs, lettuce.
Table.
19.
19. Yeah. I'll say Silverwind steps forward and says, Your Enmity, I would love to take this mission upon myself and prove myself to the light.
Cool.
I'd like to start muttering to myself. Now there's 2 of them. Great. That's fucking great.
And so he steps forward and he.
Oh, we got a party member.
Yay.
The Maxwell smiles and goes, May the light be with all of you, and may it guide your blades and your fists. And
Thank
everyone here gains 15 temporary hit points. Cells and Story, you take 15 points of radiant damage.
Oh no. Temporary hit points. Nice.
I can't zoom in for some reason.
Cal just can't heal now. Can never
I'm down
heal.
to 92.
Can someone
Ticking time
put
bomb.
15 temporary hit points on my sheet? I can't. I'm
Sure.
gonna have to relaunch it.
Let's see if you get it. Are you ready?
It's a little bit too much.
All right.
Trevor, do you like the notes that I wrote down?
I'm gonna throw up. Please hurry up. I don't want to
Squig.
die here.
please get me the fuck out. So with that, after about 10-15 minutes, as you guys leave, High Inquisitor Judge brings you guys some rations, as well as a few other Inquisitors kind of carrying the stuff for him.
Nice.
Loads it into your cart, and Maxwell says, he kind of emotions all of you over to him.
Okay, go over to him. I'd also like to. I'm gonna give him the pheromone thing.
What do you
to
want?
use that. My last one.
As you hand it to him, he kind of clasps your hand, and you see him draw a sigil on the back of your hand.
Oh, cool. What's this?
He goes, to prove to any Inquisitors that asks that you're meant to be here.
Oh,
They're good people, but they're a little bit xenophobic.
Ooh.
that could, sometimes the sins of our ancestors and our forefathers catch up with us. Referring to the previous pontiff that I have no idea about.
Yeah. All right, so you guys just heading out?
I guess so.
After they do the distraction technique. Yeah.
All right. So they lead you guys down to like the main exit of Estrad, as well as they see a horse has like almost no gear on it, and they're waiting to just douse it.
Oh,
All right, are we ready?
And the Inquisitor says, "Yes, on your mark."
3, 2, 1.
They
I
toss
put
it,
my arm.
they slap the shit out of it, and it just starts running off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See how the horse does. Are you kidding me?
The fucking horse takes the fuck off.
Ho, ho, ho.
This thing is nothing but pure speed. As you see, 1, 2, 3, about 7 or 8 of these trails immediately start following it.
We'll miss you.
So this is going to take about, you're going to need 4 successes getting through this field, because you're going to have to go through that main field to be able to get through to like the northeastern side to be able to get to the forest, right?
Okay.
You're going to need 4 successes to maneuver through this basically field full of holes and pits with your carriage and your horses.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, what do you guys want to do to assist?
We shall
Same,
see.
same of the multiple actions will make the DC higher.
Is it still animal handling and all that, or is it anything we like to?
Animal handling would just be driving the carriage.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess I might have debuted somebody. I guess I need a perception check first.
No.
Who was it?
I think it was Beth.
I swear to God. No, I think I'm okay.
I was just
Yeah, it's fine over here.
I think I'm okay.
okay. Good.
Then who was it?
I guess I'll perception check first to see for any holes.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Oh,
We're dead.
8.
8.
He
Where you at
didn't, though.
currently? You haven't crested upon the hill, so you're not able to really see any holes currently.
Oh man, this is hard. Anybody else got some ideas?
I want to. What did you just do, Elroka?
I just made a perception check to see if I see any holes.
Oh. Could. What kind of check would it be for me to like look in the like to study the foliage around me and check for like not necessarily like perception but like knowledge of the earth type stuff? Could I do anything
To
like
get
a
like
nature
a
check?
shortcut?
No,
I mean-
just like to keep an eye out, but I don't want to do another perception. So like I'm trying to do a
That'd be
nature check. Is there something I could do?
That'd be a nature check.
I want to do that.
Boom. The nature girl. Oh,
Get us to that
she's
field.
the nature girl.
Get us out of here.
Nature.
Get me far away from that city.
As you're looking, you manage to see like kind of a perfect path that these things are kind of in the holes they're making. It seems to be in a particular pattern where you're able to spot out this kind of erratic path that is actually leading, kind of snakes this way, like trying to like it's like when you look at those puzzles and you're able to instantly see the path.
Yeah.
All right, that's 2 successes.
Woo!
So we need 2 more.
I want
Um,
to flap the reins on the horses and say yeah and try to get them to go faster in the direction that I want.
Roll an animal handling check.
Come on, Beth.
Oh.
As she does that, the horses start to veer off the path.
Oh my
Alright,
God!
failure.
Help me pull it.
I guess I gotta do the strength check now to readjust the horses. That's what I'll do.
I
Okay.
want to help him and try to pull as well with my
It's one at a
gloves.
time.
Yeah.
Well, do you allow her to help?
Well, I just
She's
assumed
already
he did
done it.
last time, so.
Okay,
Well, you were already doing it, so
I got 23.
further you manage to jerk the reins out of Vilgrea's hands and you pull the horses back onto the path.
Oh, bless you with your rock-like arms.
At 3 successes.
Hey, one more success, lads. What else should we check for?
Someone do
I
a
don't
survival
have any-
check and check our rations.
Well, I think we need to look at things that we're actually like maybe spec'd in.
We're gonna need it.
I'm expecting dexterity. Acrobatics.
Jump up in the air to get a lookout.
I'm looking at everybody's stuff.
Inspect into
Can
charisma.
Tyrlane use like do a little prayer to see the light show him the correct
no,
path?
We
No,
already
no,
know the
don't-
correct
don't-
path. Could
don't
I
have him
do
say
an
a prayer.
Well,
investigation
around
check
no,
on
no,
our
no, 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 no,
rations?
around the on our rations. We have a week's worth. And it hasn't even been that long.
It's
Don't
been
have
6
him say a
days.
prayer. Wait, no, it
No,
definitely
Yeah,
hasn't been 6
you guys
days.
just refreshed your rations in the city.
Yeah.
Wait, has it been 6 days?
No, we refreshed the rations
It
in
took
the
us.
city.
Oh, but yeah, but what I was referring to was that it took us 6 days to get to Stroud.
Yes, but we got
Okay.
more rations when we got.
Checking your rations does not do anything to help in maneuvering through this trap area.
I think Tyrlane rolls and the light shows him the path around the
But we already know the path though.
around the holes.
But we already know
We
the
guys
path around the holes.
What? What's going on?
Nothing.
So you guys already know with Velgrea's roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nature, you're right. Okay, well,
I just
want
I just do another perception check and keep an eye out and make sure that nothing comes up and tries to attack us.
I could do charisma and try to cheer us on.
Yeah.
Wait, you gotta.
Why? That's 2 plus 5.
That's a third failure.
It's 7.
Is that a third failure? How's that? What did we fail on the first time? I know we got 2 for sure. I don't know where the third one came from.
The first one was your perception check.
Oh, I didn't know that counted. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, man.
So that's 3 successes to 3 failures.
So that's where the microphone is. Oh,
Yeah, that was pretty loud, yeah.
Sorry, I put on a different. Well, my apologies. I put on a different headset because the other one was dying, and this one apparently has a built-in microphone. The other one did not. So.
Sick. We can actually hear you.
Yeah. And that also means I don't have to have my phone right next to me either.
Nice.
I'm just looking at everybody's
So
specs.
currently, you guys are 3 successes to 3 failures and navigating your way through this like field of pits.
Okay. Can we not just use the light to help us out? That's the only check I could think of that we're spec'd into.
I mean, I can, yes.
If you can think of a way to use it, sure.
What's currently happening? I was moving around a lot, so I didn't really get to pay attention.
Velgrea has used her knowledge of nature to be able to find the perfect path through the holes, and they've already tried to perceive how to make it through, or if any enemies are going, but they failed on perception twice, and then they did a successful strength check to get the horses to be able to follow their commands.
Okay. So right now we need to be able to visualize the correct path, is what you're saying?
No, you've already visualized the correct path.
Well then,
can we put some light walls over the holes or something?
Well, what I'm confused with is we've got control of the horses and we know the correct path. What's the current problem then?
We need just one more success.
One more success
on something, and I was just trying to
see for this is you need 4 successes on skill checks. And you guys have made.
What if Tyrlane just tried to put like a protection check with like religion on us to help us get through safely? Would that work?
Not exactly. I mean, I have a spell that could potentially like help you stick to
like
the saving throw.
If you like pray to the light to protect us.
Yeah, I'm just looking for things where I'm just looking for things we're actually spec'ing to help out.
I'm just trying to
is all.
figure out what we could actually do that's not perception, because apparently we all suck at seeing things.
That's true,
I mean, we
that's
could
true.
do whatever. It's just we gotta remember if we repeat the same task, the DC goes up.
I think that
So,
that's not what I'm saying, though.
what I think we should do is something akin to what was mentioned earlier about maybe using the light to potentially fill in the holes. Like use it to hold up the space in the
It
hole.
gives a little wall to walk on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Give that a shot and see if that works.
Is that okay, Resident DM?
Okay, so what are you guys trying to do?
I'm gonna pray to the light and ask for it to fill the void within each of the holes.
Okay, yeah, roll religion.
Okay, somebody's gotta roll for him. I'll do it.
I was about to say I can throw imaginary dice.
Another 2.
What the hell?
Oh, it's a 6.
That's a 6. That does not meet the DC.
But I also have advantage when it comes
that's
to
true.
That's true.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll again.
Do it again.
21.
That
Oh,
succeeds. So, as you're fighting for control of the horses and going along this path, there ends up being a hole that Vilgrea didn't see that's too large. It's like you guys are barreling towards it, and as Tyrolene sits down, I kind of kneels down and starts doing the prayer. A kind of like a light, like screen, kind of like covers up the hole, and you guys manage to on top of it as you're riding through into the forest.
nice.
So you guys are currently riding to the northeast.
Straight on till
Yes.
morning. Not really.
We gotta
but
go till we
straight.
find the chapel, right? That's what
Yep.
we're looking for.
Get to the chapel.
Get to the chapel.
So right now it's now 5 o'clock on the 6th day.
We have to
Okay.
hurry because the war's going to get to Mateo.
It's true.
All
You
right.
shouldn't have come.
Okay,
I think we're
I
going
have
to
a
run out of
question.
time.
Trevor,
All right.
you
What's
said
up?
it's the 6th day?
Yep, it is 5 p.m. on the 6th day.
Like the 6th day since I popped that potion?
No, it's the 6th day we've been here. We haven't.
Since you've left Mathael,
Okay.
with a time constraint of it takes 6 days to get from Mathael to Strahd, and
We got like 8 or 2 days left technically to complete this on time.
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, and it's going to take 6 days for them to get back to Mathael, and it's about a 2-week time frame ish before the other army arrives.
Granted, we do have a free TP back in case things get bad, but
But we need
It'd
the
be
free
nice to
TP
complete
back
this.
for literally everybody in Stroud, basically.
if we complete this task is the thing.
All right. Next thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need you guys to make checks on attempting to find this supposed temple if that's what you're looking for.
You mean
I'm
like a
expecting
perception
to
check?
investigation and perception.
So, what are you guys wanting to do to try to find this? Now, what it's going to be is you're going to need to meet a certain number of successes, and each failure you're going to lose a number of hours.
Oh, I'd like to float up with my jetpack and see if I see anything.
I think
Okay,
maybe
roll
we could
perception
leave
check
that
with
for
advantage.
Jeremiah. Jeremiah can jump up in the air and see if he
Well,
can
I
save
mean,
anything.
I
You should
just-
save your jetpack charges.
Yeah, I could do.
I have a lot of them. I have 75 more uses, Beth.
But we
Why-
have
why
someone
do
that
we
can
have to
do it
find this
without a
thing?
penalty.
I am not going to use all 75 by the end of this
But
campaign.
what I
I'm
was
gonna use them.
thinking that you could do perception and I could do investigation since I'm spec'd into that, and you get like passive perception bonus, and then Jeremiah
I got
can
23.
jump up. Whatever.
23. As you jump
I'm
up,
just a voice in the void. It's fine.
I'm sure I just go with the rules.
No, I'm just pissed no one listens to me. So
Hey, the roll went well anyway.
I don't give a crap.
Wow.
Good.
We're a team, though.
So-
what?
It doesn't feel like a team when my ideas are just getting crossed over.
I already rolled.
Sometimes that happens, though.
It happens all the time, though.
Part
That's
of
my
being
problem.
in
That's
on
why
the
I'm upset.
team.
I had to change my skin color to be accepted.
No
I
one
don't want to
ca-
hear
No
it.
one asked you to change your skin color, Kyle. You just did it on your own. No one cares.
Wow.
I was literally hated since the beginning of this campaign. What do you mean?
It's because you pick characters that mean to be hated.
Yeah, I had to
Come on.
ditch a whole character, so I think we all
My
got it
character
right.
died! What do you
Hey.
mean?
Yeah,
You
my
ditched
My
yours,
character
mine
died
literally got...
first.
Yeah, mine
This
died
isn't about
and
who
you left
suffered the
him.
most here, okay? Just keep going.
No, it's a competition. I had worse problems than you.
I just want
All I
my
can
ideas to
say
be
is
listened to,
mine
that's
got-
all I want.
Oh, we
My
still got
character
two more
got
checks
split
after this.
and you
As
left
Oroka flies up, you manage to see off in the distance. You see, it looks like a building. You're not 100% because you're getting to like the apex of it, and it's kind of like a valley area where like it's a bunch of tree line. You're pretty sure you're making it. You can make out the direction of it, so you have an idea where to go.
All right, I'll point that way as the primary way to go. And now somebody can do the other two checks. This is just one check.
Yeah, but now there's no point in doing any of the other checks. I was trying to strategize it to where we each got a check that pointed to the same thing, but you just did all three of them in one check.
I did a single perception check.
No,
Yes,
they
and
still,
I wanted Jeremiah's to jump in the air, and that would be a check, and then I would investigate something, and then you would perceive something. That would have been my plan.
Didn't I just do one of those steps you just
You
said?
just did the two of them.
Okay.
God, I don't understand why it's so hard to communicate with you. I don't get it.
Just talking in riddles.
I'm
shocker.
not. I feel like I'm being
No
as
riddle there.
straightforward as anyone can be.
Knowing you, that's not very straightforward.
It's very straightforward. You just don't understand because we think differently, and that's fine.
Harley, you gotta go and find this temple thing. I don't want to go and find it, so I'm not gonna do
Oroka
any
has
rolls.
currently flown up in the air and told you guys the direction that he's pretty sure the temple is in.
Yeah, that's great. Let's go, I guess. Let's just go that way.
Oh, but we don't know exactly just yet.
But
we
that's
only
the
have
only
a
lead that we
direct-
have, so let's just go.
It is.
But it wouldn't necessarily be the smartest thing to just go running off in one direction. What if it's an elevation thing as well? What if
You
it's
wanna
actually
split up?
the ground?
I think we
No, no,
definitely
what I-
should not split up at all. I think that is the worst idea.
Split up and look for
What I-
clues, gang.
Absolutely not.
What I'm saying is we have found a direction. The issue with just knowing a direction is we don't know if it's above or below. We don't know anything.
Yeah,
other
all I
than
saw
just-
was a building over there.
Well, it's the only lead that we got, so unless we want to make another of the same exact check, then, we better go.
I'd like to activate the fart rock and the smells bad rock.
Jesus.
It currently smells really bad. It sounds shit.
Oh, he shit
I
himself.
love it when Kyle makes, things way worse for no reason at all. It's my favorite.
Oh, Gray, your nose is like burning.
Dearline, don't
That's
you
pretty
want to
bad.
kill Cell? That would be great right now if you wanted to, turn and smite him. I think that's what you
Execute.
wanted
I'm just a
Yeah.
human.
to do. Just
I'm
execute
just a
him.
human.
Who am I wanting to execute? Do what?
The spooky ghost boy? The
I'm a
undead
human.
caricature?
I'm a human, and you need to
We're telling
hush
you, look
when there's
over,
another
and the
Inquisitor.
skeleton man is just a normal dude.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I can't actually kill him because remember at the beginning, whenever I was, forced to join this party,
You were told by your god to just accept.
yeah, I was kind of bound to not kill him and not harm anyone in the party. At least,
What's the point of
purpose.
hanging out with people who believe in violence if they never use it to benefit? It's
I
stupid.
feel like the
Wait a
peaceful
minute,
pacifist
hold
girl
on.
has been very corrupted.
Yeah, and I think you forget that my character really hates tieflings. All I have to do is just not care and become a murder hobo for about 20 minutes.
I'm
And
a pacifist tiefling, though. I don't.
Oh yes, with the violence.
Yeah, I'm a pacifist
that would make
tiefling.
you an easy
I don't want to
target.
hurt anyone. I just wish you
Okay,
would kill
okay.
him.
What are you guys doing?
I
That can
said,
always make a.
well, no, El Roca jumped in the air, found a lead, so we're going after the lead that we have. Let's go.
Yeah, but we gotta make the other two checks.
Well, we'll figure that out on the way there. Come on.
But no, we can't continue until we make those two checks.
That's not true. No, we make them
Isn't
on
it?
our way there. We have to pass them before we get to the place.
This was the first part. Now we gotta do the next part.
Yes, I understand that. So we walk off in that direction towards the thing, and we make the
Trevor.
checks on our way to the thing. How do I
As you-
explain it
as
any
you-
more better?
As you guys are walking forward, yelling at each other about this, what do you guys want to do to try to find this temple?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I would
But-
like to do a charisma check so we can all align ourselves together as a team.
Absolutely
Hey,
not.
that's,
Power
that's
friendship,
actually
my ass.
legitimate reasoning.
Power
Make-
friendship,
Holy
my
fuck.
ass. No.
Make a charisma check at disadvantage.
you
Just make normal. charisma
just
check.
gotta roll high the first time.
Right.
Now roll high the second time.
4.
Do it again.
Come on, Kyle. 12.
It's 12.
No, I was joking about the disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
As like this is kind of the stress of the situation is kind of getting to you guys. Sales in Store for kind of the first time has been like, guys, can we please just work together?
Yeah,
No.
that's the look at that good looking skin too. I gotta listen to
Absolutely
him.
not.
I can
Yeah.
compel the team to work together if they'd like.
We got.
We
No,
are
he's
working
already.
together.
already
I just
rolled for
want
it.
you
We're
guys
good.
to listen to me. That's all I want.
I can intimidate the team to work together.
No,
We
it's
are
okay.
working together. What is happening?
It's okay. Kyle already passed the roll.
I- Thank you, Trevor, for letting me make that roll that we can.
Yeah,
That was
Oh
that
my
was solid
God.
reasoning too.
I'm still not being listened to.
I do it again, but
I am
with force.
listening.
We got one more roll to make.
I'm just going with whoever's telling me the role that they're gonna make.
Thank you.
I
I
made
would-
mine. Next person
I
up.
did mine.
Any plan I have, you guys are just gonna shoot it down. So y'all better come up with a plan of your own.
I have done my roll.
You have not specified a role to me
I will
yet.
be
So
quiet.
I
don't have your
specified
role.
3 rolls in the very beginning when Oroka was
For
like,
others.
"Yeah, your rolls suck," and then decided to just do whatever the hell he wanted to do.
You didn't roll anything.
Didn't
No,
say the
because
role
I was
sucked.
trying to make a plan with everyone before we did something.
And
Planning this group is yikes.
Well, either way, you
Think
can make
it
whatever
through
roll you
before we
want
do it.
now.
No, I can't.
What are you talking about? Just say I want to roll something and roll it.
No.
All right, what's stealth split?
Wait,
What's stealth spec into? What does he have?
have
Dexterity or
anything.
strength? Gotcha. Let's
Can
see
I-
here.
I'll just quickly pray to the light and like utilize one of
Oh,
my.
please
I think
don't.
I have like some sort of guidance spell.
Yeah.
If we've seen the
Use
chapel,
that.
then I
They
can
give
just
you a
lead
D4.
myself to it.
Guidance gives you a D4 on a skill check.
Yeah,
You want to do a religion check to get us there?
Can he cast guidance
Exactly.
and I also cast guidance and he get a D8?
Does
Go
not
with
stack.
that. Oh.
Oh.
It's a singular buff.
so can I do that and then pray to the light and determine exactly where the chapel is?
Sure. Let me get you a D4 real quick.
I
So
believe
that's
in you.
that should be plus 12 to my roll.
Well, a D4.
Correct. Well, what I'm
Oh.
saying is I get a
3 plus 4.
But he gets advantage on the religion check.
well, no, and I also have plus 8 to my religion.
It's okay. I
Don't
think
I?
we passed it.
We
Yeah,
haven't done the level ups for this. That's why. So
yeah, that's true. We'll just assume. Yeah. So it's 16, 24, 27.
it's a big number.
As you guys start seeing a kind of like a golden kind of mist start just apparating in a path forward.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
As this kind of golden mist is going, it's kind of nudging you all along, and with Sales and Store kind of
Fuck
giving
off.
votes of confidence, saying that, "Hey, team, we can do this."
We can do this.
I'm just mean
everyone else go
mugging Cells
first.
in Store. I'm just mean mugging him. I'm giving him the worst look I could
No, I
possibly
feel
do.
really confident after what he said. Actually,
I
this
feel
guy's got a
very
point.
upset because
Wait, why-
nobody
why
listens
is you-
to the little girl
I'd like-
and she has
I'd like to
an
keep
idea.
pointing at the lantern. I'd like to keep pointing at the lantern. and
I'm
she puts
saved,
it
Are
man.
you
back.
going to threaten me with death, you stupid spooky ghost? I want to spit on him.
Wow.
I want to spit on.
Haven't you been threatening his character with death?
Huh?
Haven't you been threatening Sales and Store with death?
I threatened him once,
It's multiple times. this
and that
mission,
was
but yeah.
recently. No, it hasn't been.
And don't worry, any healing
You
spell you do on
mixed
him
my
will just
bad
be
dice
huge
in with my
damage.
last good dice, Joseph.
You're gonna fire them out the cannon. I didn't trust
No,
you.
I wasn't. I was putting them in there because they were the trash dice. Now I don't know which one was my last good one.
They're all D20s, Beth.
Yeah, but the ones that give me bad rolls consistently, I throw to the side.
Some of them are cursed.
Some of
Well,
them
don't
are
worry.
cursed.
This whole group here is just bad rolls. Then
I have no more d20s.
that is the amount I took. I saw the total number on it. It's still the same.
Too real.
When you highlight them, there's a total number then there.
What happens if we highlight the entire table?
A lot of numbers.
Please no.
I'm pretty sure there's a limit to how many dice you can select.
807. But yeah, that's
Three.
with the limit.
3.
That was 455. Up 416. Up 823. It looks like
Okay, you ladies done arguing and went and got another drink.
that's nice.
No, we already succeeded on the 27. There's nothing else to talk about.
Oh, cool. I didn't know if like Kyle said anything to trigger anyone else.
Not yet.
Where were you gonna?
Oh,
Okay, let's get that open and pour it.
Yeah, even though this man smells like shit, he really had a good point there about the working together part.
I like that.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could work together and listen to one another and take in all the ideas first before doing something. But you know, I guess rocks don't have big brains, so.
No, me roll the dice.
Me
give
ro-
big number.
me act without listening to little girl who's very wise. Yeah.
Wrong.
Hey, turned up okay this time.
All right, with that, you guys go forward for about. I think what you guys only had like what, 1 fail, 2 fail, or no fails?
Dude, I don't
No
even
fails.
know.
No fails. You guys had no fails.
yeah, it was all 3 successes.
All right, so without even wasting an hour,
Although it felt like it.
Yeah.
right, I felt like it. You guys managed to find yourselves in a clearing, although there are no holes around, which is kind of the weird part. You see a temple. It seems dilapidated, and it has kind of a bit of stonework to it, but it was mostly wood, and it has been like torched to the ground with a bunch of burn marks up like upon it.
Cool.
Do we notice anything else about it?
Oh, he's drawing it right now.
Make a perception check.
All of us or just Tierley?
Just to
Okay.
You say that as if I can see anything at all.
I know, I just have it.
No, I know. It was just like he's drawing it. I'm like, okay.
I was trying to tell you, verbalize that to you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. It was just like I can't see it.
So with that 11, you notice that there's a slightly broken arch in the front of it that has the burn marks, and it's slightly broken, and most of the pews are made out of cut stone, and each of those as well have burn marks and a bunch of pieces of charred wood and a decent amount of dust on them. And there's a lot, and towards the end where like the main like podium would have been, there is a large amount of debris, like broken wood and like branches and just a lot of just looks like junk.
Is this how your churches or whatever you call them? Is this how they're supposed to look?
Well, about that.
Considering it's
I'm gonna throw up.
a chapel to some like random nature god, no.
Oh.
Yeah, those degens.
Yeah, these are absolute like straight up hippie tree hugging degens, like purge the
Hi.
heretic.
There's nothing wrong with tree hugging. Trees like hugs.
Vilgray, you also remember that the name Melora is the one that Inju and the others of Scalenport were using when referring to the mother tree and such.
Oh. Huh.
So wait, how does that come into play here? Did I miss something?
I'm just saying that that's a name that your character would remember.
Oh yeah. I think I have it written down.
Awkward.
Yeah, Melora's gift.
Just a cool thing about Keen Mind Feet. DM gets to remind you of stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, good chimp.
So is this
Hogwarts,
Melora's?
that's it.
This is a church dedicated to Melora.
Oh, so this is the Mother Tree Chapel. Yeah, this isn't how it's supposed to look at all.
Yeah, but they're filthy tree huggers, we just heard.
No, they're not filthy. Am I filthy? My feet are kind of dirty because I don't wear shoes.
There's a decent amount of dirt on it.
My eyes dart off to the side.
I feel a sudden urge to purge heresy.
Oh no.
Hey, we worship the same thing you do. We just do it in a different way.
Yeah. Oh, wait a
I'm gonna
minute.
throw up.
That's not even close to true.
It is two truths. We worship kindness and goodwill and helping one another and not fighting.
I smell heresy in the air.
Yeah, this conversation reeks of heresy.
But I don't know why they would build a chapel. The best way to pay tribute to the Mother Tree is in nature, so I don't know why they would build something like a construct here. That's stupid.
Because people live inside these things sometimes.
No, it's dumb. You live outside. I'll never understand.
Is there any sign that there is a downstairs to this chapel?
You noticed, or you would have noticed with your roll that towards where the podium is and kind of the other side of it, there appears to be like some burnt wood, some branches, and like a large section of a tree that's kind of been felled over.
Why would they do this to trees if they were worshipping Melora?
Which Valgrea and Elroka both make perception checks.
Yes, sir,
Yep, yep,
Mr. DM.
with my last D20 that I have.
I got 19. Better
5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no.
22.
I got down.
It's 22!
My brain
Valgrea, you
hurts.
notice towards the back end of it, where there are roots that are buried into the stone. It seems like there was a large tree towards the end of it that has been like broken over, kind of where the podium would have been, and that that tree is the same one that's kind of broken to pieces where the podium is, or where the podium would have been.
I want to see if maybe I can walk up to that tree and put my hand on its roots and see if it can tell me anything, maybe.
Oh, speak to the tree.
Maybe.
Okay. As you start walking kind of up the steps and onto the stone, it's cold stone. There's like some jagged rock pieces on the ground.
People who worship the Mother Tree would never build something like this. It's stupid.
But they're not worshiping the Mother Tree, though. They're worshiping this deity.
Yeah, Melora.
So-
That's what the that's what
No,
Inji
they called the Mother Tree Melora's gift.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Mother
This
Tree.
is
They're not
the
saying the Mother Tree is
potato.
Melora. They're saying that the Mother Tree is a gift from Melora.
Yeah.
You're worshipping a false prophet.
No.
No, not false, just lesser.
Oh.
No.
So you kind of climb on top of this tree, and it looks like it's been gone for at least a pretty decent while. Like as they're climbing on it, like pieces of the bark are breaking off and stuff. And you manage to climb up and lay your hand on the roots as they're kind of withering away a bit. Make a religion check.
Religion. I should have specced into that. Oh.
One.
I don't think I'm.
And you think about it, and you're really thinking about it,
You know,
and it's a tree. It's a dead tree.
The gears aren't moving.
I didn't think it would work, honestly. I can only do it with the Mother Tree.
Did any smoke come out of your ears?
Oh no.
No smoke came out of my ears.
Anyone else want to try and do anything?
Does Jarul know anything about this? Or, sorry, does the light know anything about this chapel? Other than just, like, where it was located? I mean, he obviously knows where it's at. I mean, he told me where it was at, but,
did say northeast is where they
Um,
were coming.
Are you trying to beseech the light for information about it?
Yes, and of course, Teclis is a package deal on that one, so he probably knows something too.
That's true.
14.
He always likes to
Yeah,
butt
really
in on my
high.
conversation. Do what?
I said, yeah, you roll really fucking high, and then you start hearing a chapel. No, I don't. Teclis, do you know anything about a chapel?
It says right here that we're supposed to be contacted just a little bit by. Oh, hey, look at that! He's here.
Not again.
Yeah, so you hear the voice that's not the light start talking about how this chapel had been around for a while. It was post Gerald's ascension.
Okay, so it was after the fact, but that means he has even more knowledge of it then.
But the main thing about it is that for a long time, this place actually had a slight blessing from the light and like the protection of it, because the druids and such that were around this temple is Gerald actually placed this as a gift to them, like to create an area for them to worship, because they were maintaining the fauna around Strahd, because the environment's not super great around there.
Mhm.
See, I told you we worshipped the light.
So
No, you were
basically
protected by the
for
light.
their service of making sure that Strahd, had good farms, had all this stuff. He basically gifted them as for their service to the light and allowed them to worship here, because Melora is not technically that bad of an entity.
Right.
Does the lore master have any pages? Can the lore master roll an Arcana check about the past of this place?
I
Or
want
something.
to know
Whatever
some
check is
lore about
required.
who Melora is, if that's
Lore? I heard somebody say lore on that call, Gerald.
Yeah, okay, so it would be like a 17.
How is everybody talking in my head right now?
The main thing Teclis would know. The main thing Teclis would know about this temple would be that although they didn't do any of the more outlandish stuff because of the proximity to such zealots, this was used as a calling ground for having small communions with Melora and to establish kind of a connection to her to strengthen the nature on this. Nothing too crazy, but just regular communion with light.
Doesn't quite tell me here where the place got burnt down.
What do you mean the magic book
Which
doesn't
then-
tell you everything? I thought it told you everything.
Yeah.
But it does talk a little bit
Who is the
about.
little girl talking? How did she
Lore
hear?
Master does say that this place was destroyed
I don't have this
after
call
it
on
was ordered
speakerphone.
by Pontiff Urban VIII for it to be destroyed.
Oh, not that guy. For his assassination.
So who's Melora?
Roll a.
She has perfect memory.
Disadvantage.
Roll a
Are you
what check?
asking?
I'm asking. We're asking
Okay,
if Tierlane knows who Melora is. Or if anyone does.
Can we just have Tierlane on like speakerphone? His mouth is open, eyes glazed over.
Mine's rolling a religion check at disadvantage, since this is something about not the light.
So it's just a regular religion check then, since he has advantage
Yeah.
on.
Sure, so that'd be 14.
A regular religion check now.
8,
Instead of my OP religion check that allows me to literally do anything I want.
Yeah, that'd be 22. So, Tierlane, you would know about Melora is that she is the main deity of nature and of like the unity between like flora and fauna. Basically, just kind of like a wild deity, one that is not inherently good or evil, but one that just is about the balance of nature. So one that is, you of course have your people that can be evil and worship Melora, but most people are neutral when it comes to the worship of Melora. It's mostly farmers, druids,
ranchers,
and any person that has to deal in nature.
Right.
Sacrifice goats.
Yeah, goat sacrifices, chicken sacrifices.
Perfect.
So stuff like that.
what's her connect? What's Melora's connection to the mother tree? Because they called it Melora's gift. What did
Make an
Melora do?
intelligence.
I'm gonna put down my notebook.
Religion.
Me
So,
make
Grant, make an intelligence check.
Oh, intelligence.
Belgrea make the intelligence.
Think.
Oh, 20 plus.
Brain blast! Oh!
23.
The main thing you can figure with that is that the people that were referring to it are people that regularly deal and worship with Melora. So whenever they see something that is a large representation of nature, they would assume that it's a gift from their god.
That's just an assumed name. Oh,
So,
offensive.
so then do Inju and them worship Melora then and call the mother tree Melora's gift because they worship her?
Whenever you were there, it seemed like the worship of Melora was a very common practice in Scalenport.
Oh. Okay. I like lore. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else you guys are wanting to do right now?
Yeah.
It's currently standing kind of obscured by a large tree that has fallen over and is currently touching on the roots of it.
Tyrlane over here just glossed over talking to himself. There are a bunch of voices coming from him.
Can I look around and see if there's like a passageway to like underneath the church or something? Since I'm all the way back here.
Roll a investigation check.
I get the +5 to investigation.
Boom. Another one.
8 plus 5.
13.
Thank you.
13. It's hard to make out what's underneath this like tree and wreckage and stuff. It's really hard to tell.
Oh, can Elroka come in and start lifting up some wreckage?
Yeah, I'm going to start trying to pick it up with my Hulk smash gloves.
Yeah, both you guys roll strength checks.
That is 13.
Mine is.
Boom! Get the big one.
Oh. It doesn't matter.
It takes you guys about 2.5 to 3 hours.
I feel like I'm doing most of the lifting here.
I'm a little girl. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to pick up a twig.
Could we
I feel
potentially
like you
cut
guys
down
need
on
to
that
hurry
amount
up.
of time? I was gonna say, can we cut down on the amount of time if we all get in there and help?
Yeah, so you guys can cut an hour off of it, but it's still taking a while because of the low strength checks.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Wait, do I have to go in there?
It's not a deity of the light. Stop it. Just go in.
Not gonna hurt you. Well, I guess it could because it's a deity of life and he is dead.
Just try it out. See if you can go in.
So, when you kind of tip your toe into the temple, it doesn't seem to burn you.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright,
wait.
let's do this.
Could I bear stance this shit?
You could have if you thought about it.
Okay.
So it takes you guys about 2 hours, so it's rocking about 7:30-ish.
Okay.
So sun's starting to set. Or the sun is about halfway set right now. What do you guys want to do? You guys currently have it freed. And you see where the podium was, you see a small trapdoor.
Let's open it. Right?
You heard the
I
lady.
check for traps.
I checked.
I was about to say, I was just like,
Okay.
someone needs to pray for some deity to help them.
Yeah, everybody's checking for traps. And she rolls pretty good. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Open it.
All right.
I tried to lift it open.
Yeah, you were able to it open. It's maybe big. Like Elroko is going to have a tough time fitting in here.
I don't know if I fit, lads.
Don't worry. I'll scout ahead. I want to carefully start walking down. Being alert.
Okay, it is a wooden ladder that is creaky, and you're not sure how well the wood is going to maintain.
How far down is it?
Let's see here.
Yeah, it goes down to how far is your dark vision, Valgrea?
I don't know. Let
Should
me
be
see
60
if
feet.
I wrote it down. It should be. I feel like that's right.
Okay. You cannot see the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Can I cast Sacred Flame on something and drop it down?
Yeah, you can just you kind of light a piece of wood,
See how far down it goes.
Oh.
and you gonna toss it down.
Yeah.
Okay. It goes down for a pretty good bit, and you see it goes down about maybe 100 feet,
That's not bad, right?
and then I'm going to roll a d20 real quick.
Oh no.
We fell. El Roca is not on the ladder yet, so just saying.
I am definitely
No,
not
just-
on the ladder.
Okay.
Third natural 20. As you toss it down, you get it really close to this really dry wood ladder.
Oh,
As
wow.
as the bottom of the ladder is currently on fire.
That was a good throw.
Hold on, do I have any water? Do I have any water on me?
I think you have a
I
water
think I have
skin.
Okay, can I throw the water skin at it?
The water
We're throwing
skin, not
the
the water
entire
in it.
Well, the water's in it.
So you're just dumping water down there.
Is it super effective?
Rolled a 2. You miss it by about a good 2-3 feet.
All right, so there goes our water.
Didn't we go past? Didn't we get water from a magical place? I feel like the water in my water skin is enchanted.
Oh,
No, that was S.
yeah, that
Oh.
was actually.
Okay. I want to try, while I'm hanging on to this ladder, I want to try to open my water skin and dump it.
Okay, roll a d20.
This is the fucking jankest idea we've had yet.
Yes, it's glorious.
Oh,
Can I,
Man,
can I,
douse some water on it,
can
but
I,
it's currently not out. It is starting to spread up it, but you've
As-
currently held it back.
as I dump the water out, could I use control water and try
Yeah,
to?
you could use control water and just extinguish it.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, yeah. Burn through a spell slot.
Yep.
And as she dumps it down and starts controlling, kind of like Katara from Avatar: The Last
waterbender.
Hell yeah!
kind of scrubbing it on the ladder. This ladder probably isn't super stable at the bottom.
You know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Oroka doesn't get on the ladder yet. He's still just looking at everybody.
How are our dragon eggs doing? Do they look like they're gonna hatch anytime soon?
Does it feel warmer in my pants?
No, mainly because it's been one day.
Darn.
Right. No, it's definitely been like 6.
Yeah, it's been about 6 days. No, they're still waiting.
Mm, now would be a good time for them to not wait.
Oh, you guys got it? Oroka's just looking from the top. You're fine.
I'm just gonna keep going down, I guess. If I die, I die.
All right. So as you keep going down, it goes from this smooth stone, which is about the first 30 feet, and it starts to get to just be normal dirt, and you start seeing roots poking out.
Ah, yes, my favorite thing, roots.
And as you get further down, you come into this kind of circular chamber. So
Is the ladder doing okay? I need to get down eventually.
So Vigre, once you get to the bottom, it kind of goes into this circular chamber.
Oh, she made it to the bottom.
And the circular chamber, kind of as you step out of this little chamber, which it's like a kind of like a hallway to get into the thing where you have to go up.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that the bottom of the ladder is charred.
Could I cast mending on the ladder?
Oh.
Yeah, you can cast mending.
Okay.
Super
Cantrip
big brain.
mending.
Yeah,
Fix the
as you're
ladder.
mending it, it still looks really unstable, but it does not look completely charred.
Maybe
That's
some
something.
more people could climb down the ladder. I yell up.
It still looks like a really old fucking ladder.
I think a lighter person needs to go down that. Well, actually, Jeremiah can jump straight down. It's only 100 feet.
Thel's pretty light, right? Thel's skinny.
Well, I just say because Jeremiah can That's like his character trait or something.
Yeah.
You can survive.
Damage.
Yeah, I know. He can do that, but I'm also thinking that Thel could also do it.
Let's toss him down and find out.
Toss Thel down.
No, no.
1, 2.
But I do think he's next up to go.
I'm gonna just kind of lightly take a step off, let the other one go and fall.
Yeah, you just land. No
Oh,
issue.
it's so cool.
What? Are you part cat?
No,
Thel-
my whole leg.
Gonna
Alright.
do trepidation. And he's gonna try to slide down. But yeah, he slides down, no problem.
Alright.
Woo!
Oh, there is Silverwind still here.
Silverwind is he's gonna do the same. He doesn't have a weight issue. Yeah, he's good.
Alright, lads. It seems we're coming up to the heavier bunch of us.
Tyrlin and Oroka just look at each other. Well, this is it.
Alright, Sel, you're up.
Me?
Cell just glides down because he doesn't
Unless-
actually have any feet.
Unless you think you weigh more than either of us.
Nah, I use my Cloud Giant Soul and use Featherfall.
Okay, that's smart. As Cells in Store just slowly drifts down and lands.
You guys
Alright.
made it down easier than I did.
I think it's Tyrlane up next. I can't really make it down very easily.
Tyrlane goes last.
But he has to go last.
Alright, to your lane, are you letting Elroka go last or are you going last?
Oh, it doesn't sound like he's here. Might have to veto his opinion. Veto.
Could arm wrestle him.
Arm wrestle?
Flip a coin.
Okay, fuck it. I guess Terralane goes last.
Alright, then, I'll
Oh,
just
wait.
jet. Oh. Cody?
Huh?
Oh! We're wondering if you want to go down or not. Go down before me or go down last?
I could also always bless the integrity of this ladder so we don't fall and die.
Oh, no, the ladder and
We're
water is no
already
problem anymore.
I
We're
meant
just,
Well, I know-
it's-
That's the thing, though. He said that the ladder was not very stable towards the bottom, even though the fire has been put out.
oh,
but I
but
mended it.
yeah, we actually found a use for mending.
I must have missed that part.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys
Then yes, I'm headed down as well.
Okay. He's going down first.
All right, as Terralane's going, it's the heavy.
I don't think that supports two big boys.
While
But I-
Tyrlane's
Am I
coming
close?
down, can I do a quick sweep of the room to make sure like nothing's down here waiting to attack us?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Good idea. I don't want another skull. Oh,
+5.
13.
This room appears to be some kind of antechamber, and you see it's kind of like a giant, like a large waiting room, and you see like there are kind of small holes dug in the ground, assuming like a sitting area, and in the center of this area is a small fountain.
Hmm.
And this fountain, if you looking up from it, there is a large tree root that kind of drifts down, and you see sap is just ever so slowly, like maybe once every like 20 minutes or so, is just plopping into this small pool.
Like that episode of Kids Next Door.
Honestly, though, yeah.
Exactly.
And you see that this sap has been overflowing for a while, so there's just like this sticky kind of like looks like kind of like a peanut brittle type stuff leaking off of the sides of it,
Oh.
Peanut brittle.
kind of like that like gross kind of vomity looking milky stuff.
Is it good for me to go down yet?
You can if you want.
I am gonna
Is there-
jetpack slow fall.
Okay, just
Yeah, just.
Is there
Take out a
anywhere
use.
that we could like light a torch? Is there like something on the wall that I could see?
yeah. There's a couple torch holders.
I want to use my cantrip Sacred Flame and use it to light the torches.
Yeah, you light 3 torches, one on each side at the 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. And taking another sweep around, there does not appear to be any like doorway.
That's awfully suspicious.
I could have swore I had a true seeing. What does that do?
It
up.
sounds like it does something good.
I didn't pull up my spell list
Sounds
when
like a lot of hoopla.
I'm pulling it up.
You can touch a target creature, and they have the ability to see things that are as for what they are. They have true sight. You can see hidden doors by magic and see into the ethereal plane.
Okay,
That sounds useful.
I want to try to cast True Seeing on myself. See if I can see a door.
Yeah, as you touch your own shoulder or whatever, like touch your temples together.
Ugh.
Your eyes immediately start to give a slight verdant green glow. You're able to see that there is a glowing it's something glowing within the sap in the middle.
I was about to say it's probably gonna be in the middle.
I want to go up.
As you step forward and with your bare feet, they start sticking to the sap, really gross like.
Well, that's not a good feeling, but it's also not a bad one. I want to look deeper inside the center, maybe.
It's like a dark green, kind of mossy green look to it. You can't really see through it, but it has like a
that's for sure
perfectly
mold.
still.
This shit sounds like it would taste awful.
Maybe I stick my hand in it.
As you stick your hand, it's like really viscous and thick as it coats your entire hand.
I mean, it's not pleasant, but it's not gross.
You get to about your forearm, and then as you pull, you don't really feel anything in the bottom of it. And as you pull your forearm out, it is it looks like as you pull it out, your forearm is still coated with it, but it's not dripping or anything. It looks like it's just been coated by this.
You've been encased in amber.
I don't want to stick my head in.
You're Thel Part 2. You're gonna be Thel Part 2.
But you're still able to move your hand like normal.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, what exactly am I trying to dig for here? I see something
Whatever's in
and
the
I'm
center.
trying to just dig for it, I guess?
You see that within this thing, something is glowing.
Well, I guess I just keep digging at the glowing thing.
With the same hand?
I kind of just want to jump all in, but I also don't know if that's a good idea, like quicksand and I just die.
Well, how about this? Let's time my 50 feet of temp rope to you.
Yes.
Also, we can all just hold on.
Yes. Like poltergeist.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh,
Time me out, 50 Shades Darker.
Hold on. How long can you hold your breath? Is the real question.
That's a good point.
I don't care. Let's go. Let's do it. Time me up.
Anybody have a garden hose?
A garden hose.
I think I might have rope.
How can you breathe? Is my concern.
I have a priest pack, which is a backpack, a blanket, 10 candles, a tinder box, an arms box, 2 blocks of incense, a censer, vestments, 2 days of rations, and a water skin.
I'll tell you right now, people can hold their breath a really fucking long time in D&D. It's 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier.
Yeah. And I think I'm spec the hell into Constitution.
Go for it then.
Okay. I'll tie the bowling knot onto
Go either really well or
you're
really poorly.
experienced with knots, aren't you? And I wiggle my eyebrows at him.
Why does she even know the innuendo?
I'm gonna let go of the rope and then someone else take care of it.
No, come back. No, I like your knots. Come back.
Oh god.
Don't worry, I'll take care of this. I cast
Absolutely not, Jeremiah. Please, Elroka, somebody other than him.
What's your death groups?
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Jeremiah's tied the bowline knot around me, and I'm going to, I guess, put both arms into the muck and go down as far as I can.
Okay, and as soon as you put both arms in, you start reaching down. You're no longer able to feel the bottom.
Oh.
Alright, well, I'm gonna climb my little child legs over the edge of the fountain, and I'm gonna try to lower myself in.
Yeah, we're all holding on.
Yeah, you start going further and further in, like you're climbing through it, and you find yourself in like a tunnel that has kind of like a green hue to it, and it feels really viscousy as you're going through it.
I'm just gonna keep going towards the shiny thing I saw.
Okay, and then you see like a little bit of torchlight coming from the other side.
Like from the way I
Oh.
came.
No, from the way you're going.
Oh. I
It's
go
a
that way.
portal.
All right, and eventually you get to the top of it, and you emerge out from it, and you feel your whole body is encased in this like sap-like substance that's kind of making this carapace around you.
Get it off your breathing your centers.
Huh?
I pick my nose.
And pick your nose. You're like it just kind of goes in with you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well.
Blow your
You're
nose.
still holding your breath, right?
I mean, I thought I was out of it. Am I in
You are.
it?
You
or-
are at
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just trying to clear my nose.
it. Yeah. You. Well, it's like a film that when you push your nose, it pushes up with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a full elastic suit.
Can she breathe through the suit?
Are you trying to breathe?
No.
I'm not trying to breathe, no.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Yeah, I do definitely want to do that. +5.
You don't need a super high perception check for this, but you notice that you are currently in the same chamber, but there is no one in there, and there is no path outside, and there are 4 torches lit.
Oh.
Maybe this is a mirrored universe. My wise brain says.
Oh
I
no,
look
puzzle.
around
We're
for
doomed.
a door.
You look around for a door. Roll an investigation check.
Boom. 20.
+5.
16.
16. You do not see any door.
But my true seeing is still on.
You do not see any door.
Do I see anything else?
See, Dungeon of Man, you can see into the ethereal plane.
The
No,
answer is
all you
maybe.
see.
I guess you gotta go
What
touch
does
something
the
again.
what does the fountain look like on the side of the porch?
The fountain looks like it is a same mirror, but this one appears to be crystal clear. And whenever you look at your reflection, you do not see yourself. You just see like the kind of viscousy carapace around you. You also see that it is not leaking anything. It's just a perfect pool. What's that thing where like a glass is completely full and it has like the thing on top of it? Surface tension.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like it's kind of like a large bowl that has like perfect surface tension.
Does the water wipe off the fucking gunk you got on
Yeah,
you?
is the water thick or is it thin?
Put your hand in it.
Yeah, I'm put a little pinky in it.
You put your pinky into it,
Yeah.
and you can see your finger.
I stick my whole hand in it. I stick
can
my
see
whole
your hand.
hand in it.
You
Okay.
can see your hand.
What if I pull my hand out? Is it still covered in the viscous liquid?
It's still covered in the viscous liquid.
Oh fuck.
Is the ladder still here?
There is no exit to this room, but you see you see 4 torches lit. One at 12 o'clock, one at 3 o'clock, one at 6 o'clock, and one at 9 o'clock.
I'm
Isn't
gonna
that
walk
one
up
more
to the
torch
torch.
than the other
I'm
room?
gonna walk up to the torch at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to try to pull on it just gently see if it looks like it'll budge in a way.
Grabbing the torch, it moves with you, and it.
Did it.
Big brain.
The rest of
man.
you guys, within this chamber, you feel the chamber start to rotate.
Oh.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be
It
sick.
rotates 90 degrees clockwise.
90 degrees. So now the one that was on 12 or what is this 9 o'clock? Is
That's-
over here.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock is over here.
Yep.
Okay. What is that? Oh, it's an
3.
arrow.
Do it again.
Nice 3.
Okay, what happens on my end? Anything?
You let go of the torch, and it returns back to the place still lit. Nothing appears to have changed to you.
Okay, well, if nothing's appeared to change to me, did I feel the rope yank at all?
The rope yank?
Yeah, like if the whole room moved, would I feel the rope pull?
I'll say it doesn't move any more than normal, but if they want to yank it, they can.
Okay, well, it's up to you guys. I don't know anything, so I'm just gonna stick around down here and try to figure it out.
Yes.
Well, we don't know anything either. You would need to touch the room for it to pull.
Why would I need to? Nothing happened in my chamber.
But we need to know that you've done what you need to do.
I don't know if I've done what I need to do. Nothing happened in my chamber.
Well, there's no communication between there.
I could send a message to you, but
Send-
why would
yeah,
I
send
need?
a sending
Why would
message
I do that though?
to let us know that you
No,
did a
because
puzzle?
I'm thinking that this room leads out to somewhere. So I'm thinking that my lover should have done something in my realm, not y'all's realm.
Well, it did something for us.
Yeah, but
Inquisitor
I don't know that.
Silverwind kind of looks at you guys and says, "Do you think she's fine?"
Let's give her a little tug. Is that Cody snoring? It is. He's gone. We lost him.
He goes so fast. I wish I could fall asleep that fast.
That's what I'm saying. With a bunch of idiots in the background talking.
AFK.
Okay, so
Goodbye,
someone
Cody.
tugged on my rope.
Yeah, we
tugged.
Maybe they're in trouble. I'm going to skip over and run and dive into the murky blah.
Yeah, you dive in, and as you surface,
Dive in.
the sap is off of you.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
freaky.
pretty cool.
All right. So what
happened
happened
to you
down there?
guys?
The room spun.
Can you not tell
Is,
me?
you pulled me back out because the room spun?
Yeah. Did you do something over there that we should know about that caused the room to spin by chance?
Well,
No,
did the room spinning reveal anything?
No, we don't have to say.
Why can't you just tell
I
us?
look around.
You see that. Okay. You guys kind of messed it up a bit, but we raise. So yeah.
So it'd be this way.
So the doorway that was originally here spun around to the 3 o'clock position.
Ah.
So there's now a door this way.
Oh.
Look at that!
I think there's
I'm going
some
to
this
skip
way.
over. No, I skip over first.
Okay.
Me skip over first.
You see it is a decently dark hallway, but with your dark vision you manage to see it's a doorway that has a large number of plants in it.
Do I
Cool.
recognize any of the plants?
A nature check.
Boom. She's the true hippie. Let's see it. 20.
17.
Oh. Plus however many to your nature.
I don't think I have anything in nature. Let me double
Ah,
check.
the nature girl can't do it.
Nah, I don't have anything in nature.
Through feeling a slight chill come from this hallway, you know that you can tell even from the look of these plants and the feeling that you're getting that this hallway is full of winter grasps.
What do those do?
They are plants that are home
Grass
to
from the winter.
a frigid Arctic environment, and they sap heat from anything that comes near them.
Uh-oh. Do they bloom once they have too much heat or something?
Are they like
From-
dangerous?
They are extremely dangerous for travelers.
I'll just want to
And
get rid
that's
of
all
them.
that you know with the roll that you got.
Does anybody know anything about winter grass? I yell back.
What if we set it on fire?
Trevor, does my new guise give me like some sort of like exposure to the winter grass, or because like
Are you completely cold-blooded anyway, Kyle? Can you just walk through those things?
yes, but that would also give away my guise.
That's not true.
I guess so.
I mean, not really. Not unless this dude's super smart.
I mean, he's one of the top inquisitors.
I
Hey,
feel like
Silverwind, how El Roca asked Silverwind, just off question by chance. How you feel about things that aren't human? Let's say like a weird demon-looking thing.
Oh, I'd purge it immediately. I would completely eviscerate it.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
I start sweating.
And he
Sorry.
goes, why? Do you know anyone around here?
No. It's just
Find one.
I need
not
to make
around
sure
here,
you're.
but like back on the other island that we came from. There's a lot of them there.
He goes, He goes, I'll be sure to tell Maxwell about it.
Yeah,
for sure.
get to purging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we discussed his feelings on the matter.
I'm just going to. I don't want to burn any plants though. I like plants.
The bird.
Well, they absorb heat, so we can at least see what they do.
Yeah, you just put.
Well, I sacred flame one of the plants.
Isn't that radiant damage?
I think so.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
They use the word
But it's a
flame, so it
flame,
has to
but-
have heat.
Wouldn't it be?
Oh, Kyle-
Wouldn't it be hot though? The light is still hot if you bring in
Hmm?
science.
That's true. Light goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're sacred flaming one of these plants?
Yeah, we rationalized that radiant damage should be hot too.
Well, light is a byproduct of heat.
Yeah.
So, where are you doing this? The hallway is almost completely covered with them. There's maybe one or two that's relatively closer to you, about maybe like 5 to 10 feet away.
Maybe you should get the ones way in the distance.
I don't know if I can reach in the distance though.
You could aim as far away as possible.
I'll do it the one closest to me.
All right, let's see if they blow up.
Yeah, you
This is your decision to live
you
with.
do it. You channel it, and the flame starts to gather around this small winter grass. And as it does so, you see it start to. The flowers, which are they look kind of like a closed tulip. And as the heat, they start to open up some more, as more and more as you keep concentrating on the heat, and then eventually, once it reaches its full apex and the heat is still there, you see the flowers of it. They start to turn to ice. And then they explode outward. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Woo!
Nice job.
Don't
I
nice
told you
job
not to
me.
pick-
Don't be condescending to me. I hate that.
I'm not turning into water, okay?
What?
Or
I don't know what
vapor.
you're talking about. I get plus
Oh.
1 to that, by the way.
That's a crit fail though.
Crit fail, but it's a 2. So like maybe the crit fail buffered a bit.
Take 21 points of cold damage.
That's
Ow.
fine with me, man.
You can always trigger all of them at once.
Let's do it.
Kyle, then you get that new you got that new ignite spell, didn't you?
I mean, I did.
If all of them erupt at the same time, though, wouldn't there be a chance of collapsing the entire tunnel?
Perhaps. That's true.
Maybe we should just give up and go home. We've wasted enough time here.
Just give up and go home.
Yep, that's it for me. Bye, guys.
All right, Silverwind, we tried. Time to go.
Pretty over it.
Can we I'd like to go up to another torch and pull on it on this level.
You do so, and it does not budge.
Oh.
Oracle, what are you doing?
Yeah, silly.
Off foot feeling or something. You ever seen Indiana Jones?
No,
From.
my mom doesn't have a TV.
Velgrea, what if we send you back down and you go pull on another torch? Maybe the room will rotate. Maybe we'll get an easier hallway.
What do you mean
Yeah.
pull on the torch? I didn't pull on the torch.
No, that was me.
You had told him that you pulled it on torch.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did when you first came up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, do you just want to not give us a hint or something, or what?
I mean, there's a hallway in front of us. We need to get down it.
Well, you just saw what happens. I guess our deal would be to overflow all of them.
What if we charged it with? I mean, it sounds stupid, but what if we use something cold on it?
I'd give it a try. You got cold thing on it?
It
You got cold spell?
doesn't Souls have like a chill touch or something?
Yes,
No,
the
I
touch
changed that to ignite.
Yeah.
That's true.
I changed it to ignite.
Does my true seeing
I
see
summoned
anything down
her
the
spell
hallway?
booked.
Is what?
Does my true seeing do anything down the hallway?
No, you just see the plants. There's nothing that appears to be hidden down this hallway.
So maybe this hallway's a dud.
Maybe.
Well, I'm saying, as far as she can see, does not appear as though there's anything hidden, like hidden with true sight.
Oh, we got a tinderbox. How about we just keep, making torches and throw them up?
How many torches do you have?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I guess we could just.
Silverwind, how many torches do you have?
Let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could just shoot, we could just stand back and shoot sacred flames all down the hallway, but there's still the risk of collapsing the tunnel with the explosions.
That's true. But I mean, do you have another option? You want to walk in?
No, not really, because I'm a tiefling. I run hotter, so I don't want to turn into a popsicle and die.
It'll sap you. So it'll give you a suck.
Because I don't know if it's like a range suck or if it's a contact suck,
Range suck or contact suck?
Like a proximity suck,
Proximity suck.
I think it's a proximity suck.
My eyes are watering.
I guess we could set them off and see what happens. Because I think it's less dangerous than going in ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but someone would have to distract
Okay, I'm
the
back.
guy.
I think you should just walk down it anyways. I honestly do not think he'll pay enough attention to really care.
We can always convince him that he's magical.
Yeah.
Or we could just say nothing unless he asks questions.
All right, so you want to give it a try? You want to walk in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will start to walk very slowly into the room of the
Into the abyss.
into the cold wind flowers.
Into the unknown.
Yes, copyright.
Okay, let me look something up real quick.
If whites have blood or not, I'm pretty sure they don't have blood or heat. They're undead.
They're bones.
That's what I'm looking at.
Undead shouldn't have warm blood anything. We gotta give Kyle something. He can't just be continuously fucked.
Yeah, man, you build the character, you suffer the consequences.
Just so happened this world hates your character.
It is said whites are completely hollow, but
Yeah,
their
yeah,
bodies
yeah.
fractional
Okay. Yeah,
makes
okay.
them heavy.
Yeah, you have no. Yeah. So yeah, as you slowly walk forward, and you start stepping and stepping and stepping, and eventually you even step on one of these winter grasps, and they do not seem. Nothing seems to happen.
You can do it. Sells in
Bless your
store.
cold,
Okay.
frozen, dead heart.
That's right. I'd like to make a perception check to see what I can see. Now
Yeah,
that
you
I'm
got
in
you
the
get a
room.
pretty good ways in there. Roll your perception check.
Okay, I'd also like to activate my lenses.
Got your monocle on.
Yeah.
I just pictured Johnny Depp in Sleepy Hollow when he's like digging through the decapitated head, and it's just like squirting. But he has those little glasses on, you know.
Ew.
15.
15
You
plus-
notice that there is a key at the end of this hallway. Does not appear to lead anywhere.
I would like to slowly walk up to the key.
All right. It's hanging on a wall by what appears to be like a stake in the ground.
It's
Oh, can
hanging
you-
on the wall.
It's a stake driven into the wall with a key hanging off of it.
Do you have to Indiana Jones the shit? Put some of equal weight on it.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay.
Just
I
put
would
your
like to pick up the key.
put your Adventurer's Guild necklace on the stake as you pick
As
up
you
the key.
as you pick up the key, nothing happens. You just grab the key.
Okay. I would like to slowly make my way back towards the main room.
All right. As you make your way back to the main room, make another perception check.
Oh.
It's gonna set off all of them. You have your lens on.
Yeah, you're still spec'd in.
Oh, I am, yeah.
Come on. Oh,
12 was the best I got.
Though it's hard to see, you do notice that slightly covered by the sap, there are keyholes on the main dish in the center.
cool.
Like in the main room?
In the main room, where
Okay,
right
am
above
I
the
out of?
window. Yeah, you've walked out and are in the main room.
Oh,
It's a cool
Oh.
shiny you got there. Can I see it?
guys, I found a key.
Yeah.
Got pop a key in there.
Can I look at it?
I guess sure. Here. Hand her the key.
It's a decently large key, and yeah, it's kind of nondescript.
What does this
You
lead
do
to?
see that it is magical though.
I'd like to point at
it's a
the
magic key.
keyholes that I see.
The
Keyholes.
what?
Keyholes.
There are keyholes in the there are keyholes in the dish in front of you. You see that most of them are covered by sap, but a little bit's exposed in front of you.
Let's test out
Can
what
I
the first
see-
key does.
Can I see if like a key? Wow. Can I see if like there's any like way of knowing which key goes to which hole? Like, is there like a matching symbol on the key to like something on the dish or?
There is no symbol on the key, but upon trying to put it in, it only seems to fit in one of the holes.
Oh, okay. Then I just use it on that hole then.
And it fits in the hole opposite, it fits in the hole in the same direction as that door.
That would make sense. I turned the key.
What they do?
Did Inquisitor Silverwind even question how I was able to do that?
Why
God
would
damn
you
it,
bring
God.
it up?
We all knew that.
He did not. He didn't look over what was in the hallway.
Okay, cool.
So as far he doesn't even know.
Ah, good.
Grab it then. I can't reach it either.
You're still talking in the accent, Beth.
I'm in character. Leave me alone.
So there's a key currently in the hole in this giant dish bird feeder type thing.
Yeah, I turned it.
Yeah,
Let's
you turned
go.
it, and now it will not move.
All right. Now,
I think I
Belgrade, is there
broke
any?
it. I don't know how keys work.
Oh, Philgrea. Maybe it unlocked something down in the other tunnel.
I mean, there wasn't anything down there, but I wouldn't mind swimming to check.
I do it again.
I take Belgrade and I toss her down.
Yeet!
Throw her
wanted
in.
to
Yeah, I
cannonball
just
in
throw
the
her in.
mountain!
She kind of cannonballs through, and with the momentum, Ogre, you kind of plop out the other side.
My bum. It hurts now.
Still got the rope.
You
I don't-
notice that the torch at the 6 o'clock position is out.
Oh.
I walk up to that torch and I pull on it.
It does not budge.
I light it with my sacred flame.
It does not light.
Go for one of the other torches.
The other torch.
Please.
Do it again.
It's like somebody, using those shape things and keep trying to put the circle into the square.
Mean!
You know the point and click adventures? It's like when they start spam clicking every option.
What do you mean? I'm doing the things that seem like they would work. Why are you
Oh,
making
no,
fun of me?
I'm just laughing at the idea. You're doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
Can I make a check
Better
to
than
see if anything
better.
around here looks like it would work? For any, can I just see what's around me? Anything change?
Yeah, roll perception check.
10.
10. You notice that there are currently 4 torches in the room, and the one at the 6 o'clock position is currently out. The one at the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock are all alight. That there is no sap leading from this birdwell thing. But you also notice that even though it's pristine, there are no keyholes in it.
Can Elroka fit into the fountain? What?
That is.
try pulling the 6 o'clock.
I already did try pulling the 6 o'clock. It didn't budge. I tried lighting it. It didn't light. And then everyone laughed at me.
Did you try pulling the 12 o'clock again?
It wouldn't do anything but put the room back to the way it was upstairs.
Maybe. Or it could just rotate it.
Or maybe it just keeps spinning. Yeah.
Could I want to use my stone of sending and say, Elroka, do you want to come down here too and help me? You can reply to this message.
Can I hold my breath as long as she can? Let's see. About the same. There's no rope tied to me. I think someone smaller should go down.
No, I only want Elroka. What?
I'm okay. I'm not. I'm gonna entertain you for just a second, and I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. I'm just saying.
It sounds disrespectful.
I know, right? But I didn't mean it that way. You have a lit torch that just went out that you
Yes.
pulled,
Yes.
and you have other lit torches,
Yes. No,
and
the
we're
one,
not
the one
pulling
that's
those
out,
ones.
The one that's out isn't the one that I pulled though.
Right.
How about we try pulling the other ones that are lit to see what happens?
But I already pulled one of the other ones that are lit.
Yeah, do it again.
I don't want to do it again. I don't want to reset the puzzle.
Yeah, you don't have to. If we reset it, we reset it. We just do it again.
I'm gonna pull the torch at the 3 o'clock position.
As you walk up to pull the torch at the 3 o'clock position, it
Oh, we're
And-
shifting again.
and up top you guys feel the room shift clockwise another 90 degrees.
There we go.
That's what I figured. I knew it wasn't the 12 o'clock again.
See, that's why I didn't need to come with. I knew you'd figure it out.
See, he had faith in me, definitely.
Doubt. Jump through the fountain again.
I do it again.
All right. Yeah, you hop back up, and you notice that the one at the 12 o'clock is now open.
You mean 6 o'clock?
No.
Right, at 6 o'clock. Sorry.
Okay. I look down to see what plants are down this one, if any.
Down this one, you notice that it is a pathway entirely of brambles.
Oh, no.
I
So
don't
no.
like brambles.
Hold on, what are brambles?
They're just like briar bush, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Like stickers?
Elroka is
Okay.
is hard man.
It's true.
Can you fit down the hallway though, Elroka?
Yeah.
I will make it.
Well, first thing I want to do is with a hand touch a bramble.
You don't feel anything.
Alright.
I
That's weird.
gracefully start galloping down the hallway.
I guess I'll walk carefully down the hallway.
Yeah, you walk
Grab
in,
the
shoulder
key.
fast, scraping against the
Grab the
brambles
key.
as they're kind of makes like this horrible noise. You get to the end of the hallway and there's just a key.
I mean, oh, look at this. I'll pick this up.
Put it in the hole. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I guess I'll turn back and keep going. It's weird. This thing's kind of making me itchy.
How could this make you itchy if you're part cyborg?
All right,
The port cyborg, just tough skin.
it's all in the mind. It's like how you can feel the weight of your tongue right now.
Oh God, don't say that.
Mm.
It's like if you say you gotta remember how to breathe, and then you just stop
And you're
breathing.
not manually breathing. You feel yourself blinking right now.
Oh.
There's now
I
a
hand,
on your back.
I hand Belgrade the key. There you go.
Shiny! I put it in the corresponding hole.
You kind of scrape the dried sap and you get it in there.
Turn the key, because I think this is how keys work.
Yep, you.
I hope I didn't break it.
All right.
Jump
Well,
back in the
alright.
fountain.
There
Still
she
holding
goes.
on to the rope.
She's gone again.
Yeah,
Run
the
over
rope
to
you just threw in there.
Back in the gulag she goes.
You
Well,
pop
to be
back
fair,
out.
we never untied the rope.
That's true.
True.
So you
That's
pop
50
back
feet.
out. Are you going back in? Or are you going
Yeah.
back out?
I
Oh, you're
jumped.
going back in.
Yeah, I jumped in to go to the other dimension.
All right. You notice that the torch at the 6 o'clock position is lit. You notice the one at the
9.
9 o'clock and 12 o'clock are both out.
I pull the one at 6 o'clock.
You pull it. The rest of you up top feel a rotation again.
Whee!
Another 90 degrees.
I wanna
Dive
be
back
sick.
in. Pop back out. Look down the hallway.
What do we find, guys?
Tis the question.
As you look over this hallway, you notice that there is a long chasm with with what appear to be seedlings along the left-hand side.
Seedlings.
Do you recognize those? Those not the ones that blow up on your home turf, are they?
They're not death blossoms. No. Let me see. What can I recall about these seedlings?
I
I
think.
think.
I'm thinking. What check do I make?
Nature check.
Boom.
19!
Hey,
19.
Hoggers.
These are known as vine bloom.
Ooh.
They're an extremely active plant that allows that creates very strong, very sturdy vines, and they are slightly magical.
Magical in what way?
In the way that cancels out El Roca's usefulness.
They are just very strong. They're magical in the sense of they are just extremely strong vines.
So, like, are they blocking the path to the key, or like?
There is a long open chasm, and these seedlings are all along the left-hand side.
Can you light them on fire?
Well,
Hold on.
I'm worried.
You said a chasm.
I would
right?
go down the hallway, but I don't want the vines to come across and trap me.
Right. So it's a chasm.
They're seedlings for the plant. The vines are not out, but there is a small path and there's a large chasm. And you can see about 70-ish feet, there's a small platform where you're assuming the key is.
Oh, so we
So by
need the vines to
chasm.
go across to make the road. My dog's having a dream.
So by chasm, what do you mean? Like a
Yeah,
giant
like
pit?
I'm envisioning it's the hallway, but there's no floor in the hallway except for over by
Yes.
the key. So we need to
Yep.
make the vines bloom to go across so that it creates a floor.
So whatever.
Or someone could jump across it.
You said it's only 70 feet away.
Evie, wake up! Hey.
No, that's great.
Dog's going crazy.
Dog is having a dream.
You said it was 70 feet away, right? So I mean,
Correct.
Jeremiah can jump that.
Jeremiah, can you
Once
jump
he's-
70 feet
Yes.
across a chasm?
Yes.
Alright, he goes in and he jumps.
He's like nimble as a cat.
All right, Jeremiah just kind of plants his feet and he just rockets.
See like the veins pop out the legs.
Yep.
That
Jeremiah,
man
there's
has really
there's
strong
a
legs.
key currently in front of you on this small platform.
Do you grab the key?
Yes.
He grabs the key.
All right, are you jumping back?
And then I jump back.
And then he jumps back.
Jumps back and he. All right, he now has the key in his hands.
Do you give me the key or do you use the key?
I take the key.
I'm standing in front of you. But
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at that screen, you're looking at your spell sheet.
All right, Velgray, you now have the key.
Yeah.
Okay, I put it in the corresponding hole and I turn it.
It. And then nothing appears to happen.
Alright, guys, I roll up my sleeves that aren't down to my elbows and I jump back in.
I do it again.
All right.
Holding on to the rope.
There you go. So you hop back down, and then whenever you emerge out, you see the torch at the 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 6 o'clock are all out. But the 3 o'clock is still lit.
Well, we made it this far.
I'm gonna pull the 3 o'clock one again.
I do it again.
Does it pull?
As you pull the 3 o'clock one, you see that as you pull it, the torch goes back, and then it starts to sink into the floor, and a path is revealed.
Whoa.
What is down
For
the
you
path?
guys, the room resets back into its original position.
Oh.
So-
Nice, we can leave. Let's get out of here. Hey, yeah.
What's
yeah,
she
we're
doing
up,
down there?
We're up here like, ah, we reset it. We have to do it all again.
Give her a tug.
Oh,
the rope.
no.
Just kidding.
What's down the path that opens in front of me?
Are you just looking?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
just
gonna
looking.
Tell us. Oh.
I might.
It appears to be decently dark, but there appears to be like a slight shimmer to the doorway.
Does my true sight tell me anything, or like?
You're seeing the shimmer because of your true sight.
Okay. I don't want to stick a limb through it. What happens if I put like I put the tip of my dagger through it?
It gives you the same feeling like breaking the surface while being below water.
Put my hand through it.
As you put your hand through it, your hand feels the sense of like damp air.
I
tugging
put
on the
my
rope.
face through it.
You see a dim like passageway, but you are no longer covered in the film.
I will use my last message of my rack. I think. Let me double check.
For the day.
Yeah, for the day. My last sending. And I'll tell Elroka the passageway opens down here. Maybe you guys need to come down now. You can reply to this message.
I don't reply. I say, all right, everybody, let's go down.
Have a great hear Oroka say, "All right, everybody, let's go down."
I was still in here. Still here in range. All right, down they go.
All right, you guys appear, and you see
Downward.
the passageway right here.
I kind of want to go down it. But it's
Let's
kinda
go.
spooky. As
I'm
soon as
kinda
Elroka steps
spooky.
up to go through, I want to scurry through the thing.
I think Tyrolane, El Roca, and Inquisitor Silverwind are the first to go.
No, I scurried
Alright.
past you because you stepped up. I ran.
I'm just,
I'm in.
positioning. It's not a passive aggressive thing.
Vilgrea wants to go. She's excited.
Okay.
We'll make our way through.
Yep. So it takes you guys about a good 10 or so minutes, and as you're going, you notice all these different plants, and they, as you're walking by them, they just start to create like this bioluminescence.
Pretty.
Ooh, burweed.
And then as you're going further and further, you're seeing like iconography of Melora, like the face of the wild mother herself.
Cool.
She pretty.
And eventually you start getting,
Is she pretty?
she's decently attractive.
Can't
It's
confirm
just
that.
poison ivy. That's all it is.
And then eventually you get to a point where these bioluminescent plants are like every couple feet. And eventually you see it start opening up to like this larger underground temple with these large vine-like columns that are kind of sporadically placed.
Okay. Also, hold on, I need to go pee.
Yeah, I got two.
You can keep going.
No, I got pee too. Hold on.
Yeah, you guys go to the bathroom. I draw this down.
My headset's stuck. No. No. Oh.
So was that like group of hallways specifically meant for each one of us to like try to get through?
No. It just so happens that you all have things that bypass that.
Oh. We're just big brain like that.
Okay, I'm back. I've had to pee so many times to the session.
Fucking Sam did.
I do it again.
But as you guys are getting through here, let's place you guys. You can place yourselves in the hallway right here.
Okay.
Wait for me.
In this hallway up here?
No, this hallway right here.
What's
At the
happening?
Alright.
We're getting placed in the hallway.
Place in the
Someone's
hallway.
first.
This is before you're going into the main like area.
And Tyrlane is right here. I think Silverwind is right. Wait, why are you in front?
Because I told you. I was
Okay.
scurrying first. You still have a
Okay.
hold of the rope, so you can just yank me back like a dog on a leash.
No, you're the little kid in the monkey.
The
Okay.
little monkey
The
leash
monkey
at the
suit.
Make a
Walmart. Yeah.
perception check.
Eh,
Who makes a perception check?
Vilgraf.
Me.
cause she's in the front. I wanna
Plus
be
5.
in the room where
11.
it happened.
You notice that far towards the back of the room, you see a figure, humanoid figure, and you see like a small glowing kind of light blue stone, and you start hearing Kulamen, Selamenon, Kilan, and then the stone goes out.
Does anyone know what that language is? Is it deep
What?
speech?
What that language sound like?
Is it like
What
deep
was it?
speech?
You guys
Deep
would
speech sounds
recognize
like
this.
abyssal, but
It sounds like deep speech.
yeah. 'Cause it
All
sounds
right,
a little bit like
that's it.
abyssal, but it's not.
That's it. Where's this motherfucker at?
I think you could just take his ability to speak deep speech. You don't need to bring him out every time.
Oh yeah, I'll just do that then.
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
Does the store need me to repeat
Okay.
what he said, or do
Sure.
you know?
Yes.
So are you doing like the moment you hear him start saying deep speech?
Yes.
Okay, so you catch him after I guess a few words after he'd be like, "Continue the siege upon Strahd.
Oh.
The
hey.
use of the Neothalids has been useful. I will continue the siege upon them to weaken their ranks. They won't last forever."
I would like
Do we
to
want to
repeat what
immediately
he
attack?
said. I would like to repeat what was said and use the same menacing voice whenever it mentions the destruction of Strahd.
Do we see who said that inside the room, or?
Yeah,
Everyone
the
make
humanoid.
perception checks.
Perception.
And if you don't have dark vision, actually, it's decently lit in there. So yeah.
I got a 20.
Do I still have my perception goggles on?
Oh,
You ever took
Ah,
one?
perception
7.
goggles activated. 19, low roll. Ah, 8.
I
Got
got
a
a
19.
20 highest roll.
Yeah, 7.
What's Cthulhu?
Don't tell me that. I'm not on the board.
Smells a har. Look at that.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, that's Cthulhu.
I know, we've come in contact with this guy before.
What?
No, we haven't.
Uatharid? I feel like I recognize his name.
Ulitharid.
Uatharid? Yeah.
Eviscerate.
So he currently has not noticed you guys.
I think.
Do we
I think.
surprise attack?
Yeah, I think Fel gets the best bonus from a surprise attack, ranged attack.
He's not a rogue.
I
is
mean,
he?
you guys can try to reposition if you want.
It's true.
Yeah, yank me back like a leash.
You're first, Beth. Where you want position at?
I'm gonna shuffle my way behind Elroka at least.
I guess.
I'm in the back for a reason.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 35 feet.
Uh-oh.
That's good enough.
I guess I'll go out right here.
They'll knocks an arrow in his echo
Uh,
shot.
Elro,
first up.
make a sneak check.
Okay. See, this is what I thought was coming up.
Yeah.
12.
Give me 1 second.
But why did you walk in when we could have just like surprise attacked him from the hallway?
Because we're all in a very tiny hallway against a mage.
It's also true.
But like, I don't understand.
Just because he
your
looks like
reasoning.
he's from the ocean doesn't mean he doesn't know fireball.
I don't understand your reasoning.
As in AoE would fuck us. Is that simple enough?
Jesus, why are you being so mean?
No, I just.
I was just
that's
asking you to clarify. I just didn't
I
understand.
know, and I did. Just the simplest way I knew how.
Yeah, but the way you said it was just so mean.
Sorry. It wasn't meant to be
sound
mean.
like you're being sorry.
Because I didn't mean to be mean. My bad.
Whatever. Your my bad sounds like I'm stupid.
Do I need to roll again to reunite our party?
Hell
he's-
no, shut up.
He's just seeing whether this guy notices me or not. That's all we're checking for.
Yeah, there's a 12. Does he catch him with the 12?
Yes, he does.
Oh, he sees him.
He does.
I cast darkness. I don't know what level spell, but no.
Only
I'm
the-
kidding, I think. I think I'm kidding.
So as Elroka is trying to, it's more of like Elroka's taking up most of this hallway, and he's trying to sidle out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Crunk. I just look like Crunk.
Yeah, he's trying to sidle out of the way, but just manages to step on kind of like a withered branch as it, which this entity just immediately turns around and goes.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, hello there.
And it's immediately narrowing its eyes at you.
Oh,
Obviously,
you-
it hasn't noticed anyone else yet.
This is pretty awkward, ain't it? So I'm Elroka. You guys gotta do anything? I'm Elroka.
We're just gonna let you talk it out.
Del has an arrow knocked and ready, I want to say.
There's nothing yet.
Okay, what kind of arrow does he have knocked?
He does have
Um,
several different types of arrows. I think he uses a poison arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no.
A stun arrow.
Yeah, maybe the chain shot arrow. Yeah. That's the arrow he has knocked back.
Okay, so he has prepped a chain shot. All right, good.
All right, I'm Elroka, and you might be.
It's just staring at you. Roll a performance check. Actually, we'll see. We'll see whether or not you can hold its attention.
That is +8.
+8, 11, or 12. No, it doesn't. So it's kind of looking at you, and roll a d20 for Thel.
Okay.
And I'll roll a d20 for it to see which one goes first.
Let's go, Thel.
13.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Does
so
he get,
you go
does he
first.
get advantage because he's still hidden?
Mm,
He said it didn't notice him yet.
true, I'll give him advantage, sure.
Come on, Belt.
Come on, Thel.
It's plus his hit proficiency. You know, that's 19. I'm saying.
19. This thing rolled
18
an 18 plus
plus.
spellcasting modifier is
21.
37.
plus 3, it looks like. Wait.
Looking
Okay, no,
over.
actually, no, that's way higher. Okay, yeah, no, it wins out.
Oh.
So the first thing this thing is going to do is it's going to attempt to cast Dominate Monster on Elroka.
Oh.
I am immune to mind control with my level 20 talent.
Okay. So you see this thing as it sees Elroka, it just kind of raises a finger up, and you see like this kind of multiple circles try to like enwrap your mind as you kind of shrug it off immediately.
It takes more than that to get into the mind of a luchador, my friend.
All right, so Thel's ready with this shot, and then after that we'll roll initiative.
Nice.
All right.
Fire!
Yeah. I think Thel loses the arrow. Does he have anything else? I'm just looking.
Also, I'm just gonna do something to make it easier on us for in a minute.
Problem. I'm just looking at his stuff for real quick to make sure I know what he can do.
Daniel.
What can I do for 35?
Okay, yeah, he just loses the arrow.
1 second.
Oh, that actually cuts out 4d6 of damage.
Feels sad, man.
That feels sad. My weakness, ceilings.
Let's fucking nerf this ceiling. So he needs to make a dex save, right? Or is it rolling to hit?
Yeah, he needs to roll to hit
Needs to
first.
hit, yeah.
It's a sneak attack, so advantage.
I believe in you.
Come on.
I
he's
said I
hard.
believe in you, Thel.
All right, highest roll is that's
Plus
plus his
weapon
dexterity.
proficiency.
17 highest.
Wow.
17 just hits.
I was
Oh.
gonna say, if you say it doesn't hit, I'm gonna cry.
And now he has to make a DC of 20 for dexterity,
Okay.
or else he's grappled.
Actually fails. So as Del looses the arrow, it immediately wraps around him.
And that arrow does okay. So this is a little bit complicated. It's gonna be 2d10, and then the echo shot is +6, just +6 times 2.
No, it's times 2 as in the damage. So you're doing 4d10 plus 12.
Okay, 4d10 plus 12. That is
That's a d8. This d10 middle.
Doodle-doo.
4d10 plus 12, 36, and it is a sneak attack.
It doesn't get anything for sneak attack.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry.
So as the echo shot, it wraps around him, and each arrow just pierces into him as it kind of. As soon as it does that, it lets out. It kind of snaps its fingers, and just a sonic wave just emits from it.
Ugh.
And rolling initiative.
initiative.
And so rocketing out. Actually, no, it'd be on their turn. So, Belgray, you're up first.
Oh,
There's a few more big boys coming in.
there is.
Yes, there is. If you look at the initiative.
Want to put up Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Right? That's the one that, like, if they step into range, they take radiant damage, right?
They have to make a
Wisdom save,
Wisdom.
fail. Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
forget to move out the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything you deal as an enemy, we'll take that. We'll take that. Has to make that check and then take the damage at the beginning of their turn, right?
Yes. Let me go ahead and pull up the full spell.
Pretty sure if they end their turn or they begin their turn in it.
I think so.
Let's begin. That's
You
how we
call
fuck
forward
that.
spirits to protect you. They float around you a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you're good at it, blah, 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 blah. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts a turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So
15
for
feet
the
around
first
me.
time. Yep.
So I step up kind of behind Elroka.
You don't want to step up behind me. I'm not in a good spot.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to move yet, and it looks like I'm last, almost last.
Well, I'm just going to step up beside Elroka anyways.
I was thinking behind like a pillar or something, but I guess that's fine.
Well, I mean, I was all the way back here. Could I?
I
Is
think
that what
that's
these
plenty
are?
of
Are these pillars?
They're like giant roots.
But I want to be close enough so my spirit guardians help you guys, though.
Well, they'll only help if you're touching them, right? And 15 feet of this guy.
As if they enter in the area. So, like, if they enter in the area that's around me and I'm next to you,
No, I'll be
it
fine. Don't worry
helps
about me.
you. No, I worry about everyone. I'm the resident support person, okay? You let me worry about you if I want to.
I just need you to get out of line of sight is the main thing.
Well, I'm behind you. I'm not in the line of sight.
Oh my god.
You're slightly adjacent to him. You're currently
Yeah.
not behind him.
Yeah, I'm like behind his fist.
I'm right up to the wall, Beth. Just get behind the fucking pillar.
But I'll be out of range of everyone. I don't want to be out of range of everyone.
You won't be out of range. What are you talking about?
15
Let her
feet
make
is
her own
like
choice.
15 feet is like here.
Okay. No. Okay. Trevor's right.
That's
Sorry.
5, 10. It'd be out to here. Every 4 squares is 5 feet.
These are just bad. So
I feel protected by moth spirits. I feel like they've carved out the eyes of another person before.
All right. So, is that all your turn, Beth?
Yeah.
Okay. So after that sonic screech moves out, like so, burrowing from one of the sides comes.
Were they always this big?
They were always this big.
Right.
Just burrowing out, just this giant creature.
This is not a great place to be.
Which actually, okay, yeah. And that's its turn. It just rushes out.
Just like a hagfish. Look at it.
Yep. Next thing up, it's his turn. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to cast Eye Bite at Thel. So Thel needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I guess I'll roll for him. Wisdom saving throw.
I believe in you.
His wisdom is 11.
Thel instantly falls asleep.
Oh no.
Oh,
Also,
good night, though.
it's the first time we had him in combat. Now he's knocked out.
Yeah, so Thel is currently just fucking.
Good night, though.
He's snoozing.
All right, Blue, you're up.
You got it, Farley, I believe.
Question: if I like propel myself off of the ceiling, do I get any extra anything from that?
I would say you would do your normal jump attack damage.
Okay. I'm gonna run over here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna prepare myself up in here.
Okay. So you get over here and you just instantly jump up.
Yeah. Just kind of hover.
Yep. All right. Yellow, you're up.
That would be you, Kyle.
Actually, Silverwind isn't up, so I'm just gonna say that Silverwind's tied with Yellow.
Okay.
You can go first then. I'll have Silverwind go first.
Okay. So he kind of turns towards Terralane and says, Exarcha, which foe should I focus first?
Good question.
I think if he can get rid of, I think Terralane tells him to focus on this first Neothalid.
Alright. So you see him like run out, and he gets into this position. He kind of brings the lance forward, and you notice him kind of take like a crouching stance, and then it looks like just in an instant he just blinks forward with like the lance fully back. Kind of the light just kind of encapsulates him.
Cool.
He's in Shao.
Yeah, and he's gonna go for a lance strike. And that hits.
Cool.
He does 34 points of damage.
Ow.
As he just lances into it, as like the tendrils are coming out, he manages to pierce it right to the side of the head.
Oh wow. What a shot.
Very impressive. Clapping. Clap, clap, clap. Slap, slap, slap. Name that TV show. That's Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. It's Boldy.
Jimmy Neutron, you idiot.
All right. Yellow, you're up.
Alright. How far can I move? What is the range of my movement?
I'd say you get to about where Jeremiah's is.
Slap.
Alright. So if I went like this, I could get right here, right?
Yeah, but you'd have a pillar blocking you. But you could see the Eulithard. Or Eulithrid.
Okay. So I have one question. Can my blink dagger shoot me through this?
Yeah, but you'd be right next to it.
So then my next shot would hit guaranteed.
I mean, you would need to roll.
I'm gonna have to go for it. I'd like to use my blink dagger into my kunai with chain.
Okay. As you
Over the wall.
Yeah. And
Alright,
I
roll.
rolled a hit. Kunai with chain.
As you just kind of whiff and it just bonks off the wall.
I like to flash my mastery.
Uh-oh.
And that's wait, can I is casting cantrip is not considered a bonus action, huh? Alright, Trevor.
Huh?
I can't cast a cantrip as a bonus action, can I?
I used your blink dagger.
Yeah, you use your
that
blink
was
dagger as
my
a bonus action.
Damn.
You can use
Can't even-
cantrips as your okay, yeah.
Damn. Can't even ignite this bitch. Okay.
That would be the real tilt play. Flash, rip the hook, and then ignite. That's a threshold.
Right. That was supposed to be my combo and I messed it up. I don't deserve to be here.
Yeah. So after he does that and misses that, you see a second one burst from the wall as it lets out another like kind of shriek of.
Where's this one? Okay, it's over that way.
Spooky looking. Sounds
And that's
big.
all it does on its turn. Orange is up.
That would be Tyrlane. I think Tyrlane positions himself. If anybody has any objections, I think well, can he wake up though? Actually,
He can use his action to shake him awake.
yeah, sure.
Shake it.
Okay.
Shake it. Shake
Caroline grabs though and is like, "Wake up, you son of a bitch!"
No sleeping on the job.
And though, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, also, Thel isn't on the initiative thing.
He's pink.
Oh, it wasn't colored pink, so
Yeah. All right, so that was now.
It happens to be his turn next.
Huh?
Oh, is it Bell's turn?
Yeah, it's Thell's turn.
Oh, I guess he.
You got it.
If anybody has any objections, I guess he positions right here. And I guess he gets ready to knock another arrow, poison arrow this time, towards Othiliorid.
All right, roll to hit.
What did you say, General Roca?
That is an 18.
18, that hits.
Okay, and then that will be this, since Echo Shot.
He needs to make a con save, right?
Yeah, he has to pass 16. And he takes 38 damage.
Con save is 13.
Oh, he fails, so he's now poisoned.
Poison, okay.
And Bell has 2 attacks a turn, so he's not going to let up. I think he gets a fire arrow out this time.
Okay.
Knocks it back.
58 points of damage.
And he rolls. That will be 16 plus 12, 28 plus 4d6 plus 6 fire damage. Where's my d6? There it is. Get off. 4d6 plus 6, 19, so 16, 18, or 16, 28 plus 19, or plus 13, sorry. No, plus 19 because it's 4d6 plus 6.
Jesus, so much damage.
That's a lot to calculate. So that's 28 plus 19, whatever the fuck that number is.
45.
That's right.
45. He knocks the fire arrow back.
And do it again.
All right, and fire. Yeah, actually fire down. Okay, yep. All right, that was just loosing so many arrows. Okay, next one up is Red. You're up.
Oh, finally. Okay, so
We haven't even
I guess
finished combat.
the first thing I do is I rage.
All right, you feel the rage course through your body.
Second thing I do is I enter bear stance.
Okay.
And then I see this thing over here. I go over to it and I go grapple it.
You have disadvantage grappling these.
All right, that's fine because it'll
Tentacles.
just be. I have triple advantage, now it's just regular advantage. Because I'm raged and because, whatchamacallit, bear stance.
Would this be considered an arena?
It is, it's a square box. That's plus
I
3.
would say a room is not a ring.
Okay.
It's a square.
Either way, I grapple it.
16 plus a million. Yeah, okay.
I said I grapple.
Yeah,
it.
you manage to as you're grabbing. So it's kind of writhed up, and you're just kind of grabbing at multiple portions. It's kind of like you guys have never seen. It's more like him trying to grapple an eel.
Ugh. Oh, this is slimy feeling. And then I'm gonna go a toss. I'm gonna do a little spin toss of this Neothlid towards Ulthiarchlid.
All right.
Yeah,
Make a
just
strength
eel
check.
slap the bitch.
What did you say, Trevor?
Make a strength check.
Okay.
I wonder who would
Yeah,
actually
that-
win.
Get advantage on this, so I'm just gonna roll twice. Alright, it works.
Yeah, with the 18, these things are fucking heavy because these things are fucking massive.
But he's raged.
Yep.
He's a madman.
Yeah, you managed to just fucking throw it. You can't quite make it unless you're trying to throw it through the pillar.
Yeah, yeet.
I'm just throwing it over in this direction.
Okay, he kind of skirts over, goes kind of this direction. But it's kind of on the ground, just writhing a bit. Do like 3d10 plus your strength modifier and damage.
Yes, sir.
3d10 plus strength.
That is 24.
24. All right, that's a decent chunk of damage.
That was just my first action, and second action I enter defensive stance.
Okay. All right, next one up would be. Okay, so that.
These things are so big.
So out of that, another Neothalid shows up, and then another Neothalid shows up.
A lot of them.
Oh.
We're in this is a tough place to be, guys.
It's a small area. That's right.
And both those don't take any action when they first come out. So purple, you're up.
It's you, Beth.
Yay, Bethany.
Whoa.
Did
You
anyone
go,
take
girl.
damage?
No.
Not yet.
It doesn't apply to me.
Can I see the stone that he was talking into from over here?
No, he assumedly has pocketed it.
It's a shame. I feel like we should try to take out that stone when we can, because I feel like he could either summon more or like talk to someone on the other side. So I think we
Yeah,
should.
something like that.
I think if we can carve our way through, we should try to prioritize the stone. Maybe.
Hey, Thel's been knocking down the damage.
That's true.
I'm going to move my circle further over here.
Okay. Yeah, it's like here, like half, 3/4 of the way through that pillar. How to draw circles.
Looks like a
No, I
potato.
don't know how to draw circles. I think I'm going to move closer to the pillar over here.
So it'd be like
Bad smelling stone. Oh no.
start it there.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I'll give it to you. You send it.
I mean, I wasn't trying to necessarily get the Neothalid in it. I was just making sure that the people were in it.
Okay.
So that if the thing tries to attack it, assumedly it would enter the circle when it tries to attack.
Okay. Yeah. Get it into the proper position for that.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all you want to do?
Clap, clap,
Yeah.
clap. You got spells to cast. You can.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, but you're concentrating. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
I forgot all about that for a second.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So this Neothalid is going. So Neothalid number 3 is going to turn towards Inquisitor Silverwind, and actually, no, it's going to reposition to here, and it's going to use its acid breath to Silverwind and to try to catch Thel with it.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Jeremiah is higher above it, so Thel needs to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Guess I'll roll for him.
You got it, Thel. I
Silverwind
believe in you.
fails.
He made an 18.
18 just makes it.
Oh.
Look at the moves.
All right.
It's like a lamb.
So Silverwind and Thel are both. So Silverwind is taking
Long legs.
41 points. Thel is taking 20 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
20.
Ouch.
1, 2.
Acid.
And that's all its move. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
Did it enter the circle at all?
Yeah, it stepped
no,
back.
it was right outside of it, and it moved back to reposition.
Lame.
Repositioning.
Slap.
Yeah.
Now stuck in my head.
Action.
Clap, clap.
Okay, now the
Back.
Iltharid is up.
He is grappled.
He's grappled, so he cannot move.
Don't worry about me.
So he's going to look at Thel,
They just fuck him up with some arrows. Yeah.
and he's going to attempt to mind blast him.
Ugh.
Actually, wait, 60 foot. So that would be
enough range for him.
I'll say that Jeremiah, Velgrea, and Thel are all in that cone.
Alright.
Please no.
I get aerial invasion.
That's true.
Invasion.
Is that just for damage or is that just dexterity?
I gain invasion in air. I don't know what that means.
Evasion is dexterity saves.
Okay.
So I need all of you guys to make intelligence saving throws.
I'll roll it for Phil.
I'm not
Yep.
that scoring.
I get plus something to my intelligence. My dog is in my lap.
Oh, you
though.
got 1.
Oh god, Evie, please.
Oh,
Oh.
What do you want me to do, man? I'm just rolling for him.
That was almost a 1. Whoo! That's 19 plus.
okay. So
3.
Velgray, you do
22.
not take any damage. It feels like a headache just starts to form, but you're able to shrug it off.
Oh, that's
Jeremiah
weird.
and Phil, both you guys are taking 42 points of psychic damage. No, wait, sorry, 47 points of psychic damage, and you're stunned for 1 minute.
So we have 15 points of temporary health, right? Still?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lost
Oh,
that.
I forgot about that. Mine already got used from that.
Jeremiah, you're currently
yes,
stunned
I
while you're
remember why I'm
there.
missing
You're
15
currently in
points
free
of health.
fall. And with you currently being in free fall, you land and hit the ground. That's 30 feet up in the air. So you take.
He doesn't take full damage.
Yeah.
If he's conscious.
Oh.
I see that as he's catching himself. If he is stunned, he's not able to catch himself.
That's fair.
Backpack, come get your backpack.
Take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from hitting the ground.
Back. Oh no! Haircut.
Nice haircut.
I think it's.
Get you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
Accept my gift.
Thank you.
I don't
I don't
like
want
my
any more
gift.
earbuds here.
Hey! What's your issue?
We'll fight if you want.
Her tail's wagging.
And cats and boots and cats.
You said you're immune to mind altering effects, right, Oroka?
I am indeed.
Interesting. Okay.
He's immune to mind control. I don't know if mind altering effects is
And the other thing he's going to do is he's going to look at Velgrea and he's going to attempt to cast Feeble Mind.
Oh no, she's gonna be dumb.
I know, I feel about that too.
We'll fight if you want. I'm okay with that.
I thought I'd hug her for a bit, but no.
And I need you to make another intelligence saving throw, Velgrea.
Okay, let me check my sheet real quick.
Super smart
Does
girl.
Keen Mind is just
That's just for like knowledge and stuff.
okay. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure
It's
nothing
just
else
like
was hidden
just
in my
perfect
feeds.
memory.
Okay, so knowledge, not intelligence saving throw. Let's see. Oof, but that's 3 plus
Yeah.
3. That's 6. I got 6.
6, that fails.
No.
Your intelligence and your charisma score become 1.
Oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's
You have
fine.
You have
Wait,
an-
no. But doesn't that mean you die?
No, that's 0.
Okay. Oh.
With an intelligence charisma score of 1, you cannot use spells. You can't cast spells. You can't activate magic items. You can't understand language, and you cannot communicate in any intelligible way.
How do we fix it?
Hey,
You can, however,
same.
identify friends, follow them, and even protect them.
Oh. Well,
But
now
I
you
can't
have to
cast
speak
any
like a
spells,
dummy
so
then.
then how can I protect them if I can't cast spells?
At the end of every 30 days, you can repeat this saving throw.
End of
30
30
days?
days.
You can also be ended by a greater restoration, a heal, or a wish spell.
Well, I have greater restoration. Can I cast that on myself?
No.
No, you can't.
Dumb.
Wait, Tyrlane. Does Tyrlane have anything? Tyrlane, surely. I don't
You
know
said
what color
that.
he is.
He has a light.
It's orange.
Nah,
You
he.
think you said a heal fixes her?
The heal spell, which
He
Tyrlane
has the
does
heal
have.
spell.
Ah.
Tyrlane, my
Love
buddy. You know, We've had abnormality.
As you
Back to
guys,
being the heal bot that he was designed for.
as you guys see, Valgrea, the spirit
I
guardians,
become
vanish
a drooling
as she
vegetable.
just becomes slack jawed, standing there, drool just falling out of her mouth.
Oh no,
Thing.
she's fucking dumb.
Too real.
And with
What do
that,
you mean too real?
Yeah, Joseph, how are those intergalactic doors looking?
Oh, not yet.
Blue, you're up. Currently stunned. You can make another intelligence check to break out of it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Get out of there. You got it.
Yeah, I don't get intelligence.
All right, Kyle, really gonna need you to do something useful here.
It's not looking good.
Yuli or Silverwind, he's gonna look to you
Yeah,
guys and
Silverwind.
say, "Should I keep focusing this one, or is there another threat?"
Any chance you could go after that big tentacle caster boy?
Wait, who?
Actually, no. Let's finish off the one Neophyte
Yeah,
first.
one at a time.
It's focus ads.
Yeah. I hate
This
ads.
feels
So,
like
ads,
I hate
please.
ads.
Okay,
Please
he's
focus
gonna
ads.
attempt to hit the Neophyte again.
It's got miss. Watch this.
Some inquisitor.
Hits.
Oh, nice.
He's good. I believe.
No.
No, stop it.
That.
Backpacks.
Come get your backpacks.
7 and 17, 30, 44. All right. So he just nails into this third Neophyte again, just pure power.
Oh, impressive.
That's nice.
This Neophyte does not seem very hurt at all.
Okay, well.
That's good.
Back to caster boy.
All right, Yellow, you're up.
Okay.
Please, for the love of
I would
God.
like to move right here.
It's right on top of it.
No, right there. How far is 30 feet? Like forward.
30 feet forward. At each of the four squares is 5 feet.
Oh, that's in
So
range.
would I be able to hit these 2, or can I hit 3?
Probably all three, right?
All 3 if it's in a line.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing destructive wave in a line.
Nice.
Wait, what's the range of destructive wave?
Range 30-foot radius.
30-foot radius, meaning
I strike the ground, creating a burst of divine energy that ripples outward from
Okay,
you. Each
so
creature you
30-foot
choose
radius is
within.
in a sphere.
That is an AoE, Kyle. So you're gonna hit some friendly fire.
No, each creature I choose within 30 feet of you.
Oh,
So I can just choose the bad guys. Must succeed
Just
on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so what creatures are you choosing?
The ones that I'm fighting.
Make
The
sure.
ones
Have
that
to
I'm fighting.
explicitly say, don't get an attitude with DM.
Yeah.
3, 4, 1.
and they
All
have to make a Constitution saving.
Uh.
They're so big. You can't shrink them.
They're this big.
My mercy, don't shrink them.
Okay.
3, 4, and 1. They have to make a Constitution saving throw, or
Okay.
take. Okay. It has to be to 17.
I have
That's
a question.
one
After this.
fail.
One of them. Pick which one.
Hold on.
One crit fails too.
Yeah, one crit
That'd be
fail.
one crit fail. Con is plus that, so they have to meet 17.
They have to be to 17. Yes.
Okay, so Neophyte number 1 is the only one that succeeds.
Number 1 is the other.
Nerds.
So I get to hit these 2, right?
Well, no, they take half damage. If you damage all of them.
Yeah,
I
just the
damaged
one
all of them. Okay.
One
Yeah.
that gets hit.
They take the number
Alright.
1 takes half damage.
So they take 5d6s thunder damage as well as 5d6 necrotic damage and be knocked prone.
That was a big unexpected move from him.
A creature that succeeds on its saving throw takes half as much damage and isn't knocked prone. So
Yep.
one
How much
is the
damage
only
do
one.
they
5d6s plus another 5d6s.
Roll the d6s, bro.
So 10d6s. Who's ready for numbers? Let's go!
Boom, 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 boom. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Got you.
40 points, so 40, 40.
And one is a crit fail.
One indeed was a crit fail.
That's nice.
So number 4. Okay. So as you blast him out, all of these ones are rendered prone,
Yes.
as they all just get blasted by this powerful wave that you unleash.
Neothid 1 is not prone.
Oh yeah.
These
With
two are.
Neothid number 1, he
He takes 20 damage.
and now it's his turn. If you don't want to reposition or anything,
I don't think I can do any other bonus actions except for
You can
maybe
move.
blink dagger backwards.
Yeah, you can move. It's not a bonus action move. It's just.
Mass A, and the only opportunity attack you could do would be a disadvantage right now.
Okay, but I don't. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and step back a tiny bit.
Are you staying within its attack range, or are you getting out to provoke an opportunity attack?
Like, where is the attack range?
Attack range would be moving like out of this square.
That should be.
But it's prone.
It is prone.
It'll get
Still,
this.
it doesn't have that long of an attack range.
You can say you can disengage Kyle, not incur.
He cannot because he already used his action.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Never mind.
Okay, so I can blink dagger away,
Yeah, you can blink dagger away.
but that would incur an opportunity attack.
No, I wouldn't because it's a blink, not a.
Oh, then I'll blink dagger away.
Okay, yeah, you flash away.
Well, of course.
I flashed away after I made that big play. I don't want to
There's
die.
a flash cooldown, you cheater.
It's hex flash, man. Leave me alone. It's a
This
hex
is-
flash. Fuck off.
We haven't even gotten
All right, Neothalid number 1 is up.
number 1.
Number 1 is going to. No, it doesn't do anything.
I have a question when you get a chance.
I just want to point out that that was the one time that my character has ever done anything significant in a fight.
Thanks.
Ouch.
Power.
This is bad.
Balanced. I was just
The AP
waiting.
thresh.
Yeah.
Actually, Neothalid's gonna run up, and it's gonna try to eat Jeremiah's.
Oh.
Currently stunned, so it has advantage.
Hey, man,
Actually, wait, stunned advantage or crit?
Hey, don't eat him. He doesn't taste that good.
That's what you think.
Give.
Sure. Have advantage, and the creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saves. Okay. So I have advantage right now. That's a crit.
Oh.
Good boy, guys.
It's
Feeding
okay,
you.
I can resurrect you.
You're fucking stupid.
Tyrlane's gonna heal me!
I
When it
know.
comes back around
He's
my
gonna
turn, I'll be okay!
I just think it's funny to say that your character's fucking dumb.
My character was the smartest one out of all of you.
Now you big dumb.
Smooth brain.
Yeah, laugh now while you can.
Okay. Daniel, I'm sorry. That's just gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
Oh.
fine. It's fine.
So we got 2 healers. It's fine.
Okay, so I need that many of that, that many of that.
This time.
You wanna kill off your character, Daniel?
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't want
Eight,
to.
so
That would be
26.
fun.
26,
I would be opposed if he
30,
died, but I don't want to kill.
34.
Right.
You take 68 points of damage.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
you still live from that. Huh.
I'm still alive.
And you
Not
are-
even
and
close.
you are currently swallowed.
Oh, been there, done that,
Hey,
man.
nice place you
The
got
amount of
here.
times that my characters have been swallowed, it's about time someone else got swallowed.
Pause.
Alright, Tyrlane is up.
I guess Tyrlane is gonna cast heal on Beth.
He needs to be in line of sight.
Oh, I guess he's
Wait,
gonna move up.
Jeremiah, do you see a little boy's body in there?
No, it's pretty dark. I don't
Do I
have
also
that
get the
vision.
heal?
Uh-huh.
Like the number heal?
And now
for
he
him?
cast heal on Beth.
Okay, Beth, you regain 70 hit points, and you are no longer big dumb.
Yes.
I'm no longer big gum. Bethany's like equals MC square. Huh?
You are currently chewing on your shirt. Whenever Kind of like a
They
goat.
look tasty.
This is colorful. It has to be food.
As
Huh?
Tara runs up and says, "Stop chewing on your shirt," and just
You think I would willingly chew on my pretty dress? You're the crazy
You were
one.
willingly doing that.
splotch.
Ugh.
All right. That's Tira Lane's turn. Pink is up. He's still currently stunned. He needs to roll an intelligence check or intelligence save.
Derpity derp derp da derp. Derp derpity derp.
Nope.
That's still
9.
fail. Okay. His brain's still big hurt.
It hurts.
Ouch.
All right. Next one up is Red. You're up.
Okay, see that thing that just swallowed Farley? I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna grapple it.
Gut punch.
So just regular double advantage.
Normal double advantage.
And
Perhaps.
I'd like to see if I could do a strength check and force it to, spit out Farley.
Trying to squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Heimlich it, yeah.
Yeah, make a strength check.
It is. Let's go. All right. So 18. That is plus 5, 23.
23. Do 4d10 of damage plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Does the creature have any ribs?
We kind of saw the inside of it. 4d10
yeah.
plus 19.
Would you eat anything?
19 points of damage.
Hmm.
As you squeeze on it, it's not letting him out.
I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna activate Might of the Sage and double it to add 6 more to that.
Okay, so
25.
25. That is just enough.
Oh,
Oh,
get out of there.
I'm real
I
slimy.
said
Actually, wait, now.
barf him up.
Okay, actually, now it needs to make a con save.
Okay.
That's 15 does not make it. Yeah, as you're squeezing, it just kind of.
I said
I
barf
just
him up.
And I have one more grapple. Well, yeah, I have one more grapple. I'm just gonna throw it this way.
If I could just yeet him.
Oh god, he starts spinning.
Roll a strength check.
Team Rocket blessing up again.
Okay.
He's gone.
I am real slimy.
Yeah, just yeet him.
That's actually plus 12, so that's a 30 highest.
Yeah. So 4d12, or not 4d12, 4d10 plus your strength mod.
Dean's like, yeah, just throw him.
Yeah, just do it.
That's 21. 21.
21 to 1.
How long does Might of the Sage last? Just until the end of my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Oroka.
Spin
Alright,
him
so
out.
as it goes back, it kind of crashes against the wall and it kind of.
Don't eat my friends, please.
Maybe she
It was,
said please.
It kind of slithers over and repositions. And it's going to use its breath attack on Aroka, Tyrelane, Thel, and Velgrea.
Oh no.
At least
What
it
a
wasn't
shot.
Jeremiah's.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, Jeremiah's is out. Okay, you all need to make dexterity saving throws except for Thel, who automatically fails.
Oh no.
Dirty
Okay.
save. Oh. Ow. That's just a 6. at best.
11 plus 1, 12.
This one's a fail.
It's 12. Did you say 12 was a fail?
12 was a fail.
Oh, okay.
Like anything below a fucking 17 is a pass at this point.
We failed.
52 points of acid damage.
1, 2,
As
3,
it kind of just barfs at you.
Oh no. Hold on. I messed up my thing.
Oh wait, let me add 15 and just take off my 1, 2, 4, 5, and then take out my temporary HP.
Must be nice having temporary HP.
Temporary HP's been
Temporary
gone
damage.
since the hallway, so you know.
That's true.
Thel is also, remember, Thel's taking 52 points of damage.
Oh, that's right.
Also,
He's hurting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mr. DM, did we get a rest on the 6-day journey here?
Yeah, we did.
You did on your way up, but you guys haven't rested since.
Yeah, but I used some spells in the forest, the calm emotions on El Roca, so I was just wondering if I could.
Yeah, you get your level 2s back.
Okay, thanks. Make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. After that, Neothalid number 4 is back up. He uses half his movement to stand up. He's gonna run up, and he's gonna try to. He's gonna try to eat El Roca. El Roca's doing a lot of shit.
Nom nom
That's
nom
true.
nom nom.
Don't eat me.
Don't do it.
Okay, it misses.
That's true.
Nice.
Oh, close
As it,
one.
as it just lunges forward, you kind of you dodge to the side, and you manage to grab it, kind of in your
Ooh.
bicep.
Nice try, slimy one.
All right, next one up is Purple Vogray. You're up.
Alright, Beth.
Who all
We need
needs
some
healing?
heals.
I know Jeremiah's does.
We all need
Yeah, me, Phil, Jeremiah.
everyone.
Okay, let me see.
But
Don't touch me, please.
Yeah,
Don't
but
touch
you
me.
can't heal.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, you can't. Don't fucking
Please don't touch me.
So just 3 targets, just to sum it up.
Pull up.
Well, also Mr. Paladin or Inquisitor guy, he got hurt.
Yes.
If you can manage 4 targets, otherwise, just do your thing. It's nice and cold, so the burn on my hand doesn't hurt anymore.
Nice.
But I can't feel my fingers because of the cold.
So if I cast it as 4, 8, 16.
Excuse me.
Do it again. Do it again.
20, 37,
I cast burp spell again.
39. Just trying to
I've been
find the
chewing
one
on
that's
this
gonna
gum
heal
for
you
so
guys
long.
the most. Can I cast this on more than one person? God, I have so many healing spells and none of them are what I need.
No AoE heal.
I mean, they do AoE heal, they just don't do enough. Because we all just took 52 damage. Like, I could channel Divinity, but it can't restore anyone past half max HP.
Past half max HP. Okay. That was a weird sentence in my head for some reason.
Yeah, so like half of your max, like it says it restores 70 HP to creatures around me, but it can't restore anyone past half max HP. So I don't know if that means it can't heal you over half, or if it can't heal you over the amount of half.
Oh.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
It can't heal you more than the amount of half of your HP.
So really,
Okay.
it doesn't heal for 70, it just heals for half the amount.
Half the amount of total HP.
Unless you have like
Yeah.
over
So if 70 is more than half my. Okay, that is really awkwardly worded, actually.
Yeah.
Or I'm actually just small braining it, maybe. Either way, I think it's actually the most effective heal. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. What's your max HP, Daniel?
127. So 63.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna channel Divinity and restore everyone's max HP, so I get 40.
Wait, Mice, you're super low.
I'm hurting. So wait, I get the 63 or do I get the 70?
60.
It can't restore
right?
you past half, so you get the 60. And I get 42.
That is so confusing. Oh, and gotta heal up, Mr. Inquisitor boy.
Yeah. I give it to
You
him
do it
too.
to Though as well.
Yeah, I
Oh,
give
yeah.
it to everyone except for the undead construct.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Secret Bill.
I think Bell gets like.
Does the channel divinity take up my turn, or can I do something else?
Channel Divinity is free action.
That's what I assumed. I'm going to. How many lizard boys do we have left? I thought we killed 2 of them.
No, we haven't killed any of them. In
I've
fact,
Oh,
they're
they're
actually
just they're
prone.
upside down just because they're like knocked down.
They're
or
Prone.
currently prone.
Yeah.
something. I will.
I did a move.
Would Holy Aura be a good thing to cast? Gives everyone advantage on saves and enemy disadvantage on attacks.
It's up to you if you feel comfortable with that.
I mean, I do. I just want to know if it's a good idea. Because it's either that or I'll probably cast Spirit Guardians again.
It's up to you.
I feel like Holy Aura would do more benefit, in my opinion.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay, let me pull up to see the range on it.
No.
It's a concentration up to 1 minute. 30-foot radius around me.
It's
30-foot
what,
radius is
twice
pretty
the
big.
size of your spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever the circle was for your spirits, you just double that. So that purple's much here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast my level 8 spell, Holy Aura. I'm gonna move a little bit, kind of like over here. And so that would be like that.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah. Okay, and then end my turn.
Okay. Actually, Neothalid number 3 stands back up. Gonna attempt to attack Silverwind.
He gets disadvantage
Okay.
since he's in the circle.
Wow, wow, wow.
6 plus 15. That's a miss. All right. That's all of its turn. The Elitharid is up. And he is going to cast.
That's a weird spell name.
I don't like
You're
it.
funny.
Sounds like a
He
Minecraft
does.
villager.
Okay, no, that's not good.
He does the big think.
Very big think. Actually, wait, he's gonna see if he gets his Mind Blast back.
Okay.
No,
That's the first
please.
thing.
Brain blast.
Yeah, he's gonna get Brain Blast back.
Oh god, I just had deja vu real bad.
Deja vu.
He does not. That sucks.
Slap, slap, slap.
Nerd.
Clap, clap, clap. Slap,
It's not
slap,
deja vu.
slap.
In my deja vu dream, he passed the check.
Oh, the deja vu is back to the dragon.
Deja vu.
Okay, it's going to.
He is still grappled. He hasn't tried to break out.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to move.
It's true. Just floating. Wow, 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 wow.
Okay, he's going to cast a 10-foot spear, so he can center it. That big.
Disadvantage on attacks.
I'm thinking. Well, he's outside of the radius.
Oh, this is the other one.
Okay, he's gonna focus it on Elaroka. If he's
Okay.
casting confusion at you, you need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
You get
You're
advantage
smart.
on all
Use-
saving throws.
Whoa.
Okay. Let's see what I get. Then. 1 advantage. 18 plus my wisdom. which is 19.
Okay, yeah, you make it.
Oh.
Can you tell me again the definition of a fiend? Like, are any of these creatures a fiend?
They're not fiends.
Okay.
A fiend is like a kind of like a devil.
Okay.
These are not fiends.
Okay.
And that's the Gilithrid's turn. So now Blue, you're up.
Me.
I think you're still stunned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, he got spit up. Did that not wake him up after being eaten?
Not luckily.
Did the heal not wake him up? Or it wasn't heal that I casted. I casted divinity. Channel
Channel
divinity.
I
Divinity.
still have just an incredible headache.
Yeah, it just fucking hurts, dude.
So I'll roll to break through that.
Come on.
I believe.
I believe.
Oh.
18. You just meet the DC.
Oh, thank you. Do I get
Hey.
do I get to do anything?
Yeah, good. That's getting your turn. So yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use what's it called? What's the official word for it?
Official word.
Dab.
Limber vaulting.
Ooh.
Basically, I'm gonna maneuver myself over to the spellcaster in the back.
Okay. I'm assuming that's without incurring opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Any creature that does not want you allowed to move or around or past that may prevent you from doing so as a reaction, but make a strength check contested by your dexterity check.
What?
Okay. So you need to make a dexterity check, and I contest it with a strength check.
Opposite way around. Strength
Okay.
versus my dexterity.
Yeah. Okay. So number 3 and 4 are both trying to stop you with opportunity attacks.
Okay, so do I roll twice?
No, you just roll once, and they try to beat your DC.
They get disadvantage on all attacks.
18.
Yeah. So that's 3 and a 7, and a 1 and a 7, and that 7 goes to a 15.
Ooh. Does not beat.
What'd you roll?
18.
18. Yep. They both lash out, and they're just kind of blinded by the sheer light, and you're able to nimbly just kind of deflect them back as you manage to walk backwards.
Blinded by the light.
Okay. Question: Is this a mage or is he concentrating?
He's currently not concentrating on any spells.
Okay.
He is grappled.
I assume Mage Slayer is gonna come into pain here. Do I still have both of my attacks?
Yes, that was a bonus action. What you did?
Okay. I'm going to launch from the air, the 35 feet that I have, and then I'm gonna come back down using combat landing.
All right. As you launch up, you just kind of kick off the ceiling, and you start flying back in. So what does that have to make?
First, I have to roll for my jump attack itself. I just rolled a hit, so
Yep.
Plus your proficiency. Oh, plus your proficiency.
Was on.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so I get from 35 feet, I get 2d6 from that, and from comet landing, I get from comet landing, I get where's that? 4d6, but they had to make a con save on that one.
Okay, con save. Critical failure.
Oh, you could choose to. Can he double crit? He has the critical glaive move.
I can, yeah, that critical thrust after successful jump attack, choose to crit, causes bleed effect.
Okay.
Okay, so let me get that. That only goes for the comet landing, correct?
No, that'd be all your damage.
All my damage. Okay, so I get the 2d6 from the jump and the 4d6 from the comet landing.
You get your glaive damage as well, because your glaive does its own set of damage.
I
And you hit
think
them with
the
it.
2d6 comes from the jump attack. I don't know if I have the glaive
Yeah,
connection, to be honest.
It does.
Oh, it
Oh.
does.
Yep.
Okay, 2d8 plus 4.
It's a lot of rolls we're going for here.
Okay, that's a 2d8, so 14 plus 22, 36.
Mm-hmm.
72.
Yes.
And he's not prone.
So 30.
And he's not prone.
So that'd be 32 doubled, right?
Yes.
30.
Yeah, 36. Sorry.
Yeah, because that's a 14. Because you're adding 4 to that 3 and 7. That's 72. That hurts.
That does.
So what do we roll for bleeding again?
That's a good question. He's also been poisoned, so I mean, I don't know how poison works, but
Poison means they do half damage on physical damage.
okay.
Yeah, critical for us. Let me try to find it here. It just says it causes a bleed effect to which the target takes half damage you dealt on the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So it's gonna take 36 damage on its next turn.
Yeah.
So it takes what, 72 points of damage?
Right now, yes.
Okay. So you see Jeremiah's flying
It's like a rocket.
with like the strength and speed that you've never seen before. As he just is like spinning it and he just pierces it right into its chest. This thing looks on death's door.
Mm.
Like one immediate hit and it's like as he withdraws the glaive, he kind of just throws the blood out off of it. And like this thing is pouring this dark, like viscous, like black blood.
Brody.
Is this Sekiro or is this Dark?
Sekiro. Come, Sekiro.
Hesitation is defeat. All right, yep.
Yellow's turn.
Actually,
Cal-
you would be up right now.
Actually, it's
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Silverwind.
Oh hey, Silverwind. The mage guy is looking kind of rough.
He just kind of looks at him, and he does the blink attack yet again.
Come on, get the hit. This is where he misses. The clutch moment he misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Oh,
Oh.
Daniel,
Opportunity attack.
can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Whoa.
Please.
Get it.
Plus 412.
Let's see what he rolls to hit with you.
Come on, roll 1 again. Oh, that doesn't hit.
Okay, yeah, he misses.
Nice.
You see him do the blink attack, but he kind of undershoots it, and he just like goes like right under your arm, like where your heart is.
Hey man, watch it.
And he goes, I undershot it.
My bad.
I'm sorry.
Hey, can you watch where you're aiming next time?
Sells and story, you're up.
Kyle, you can get the KS here on the big mage.
Oh,
Use ignite.
that was my plan, Trevor.
Wait, what happened?
Oh god, Kyle's gonna fucking KS ignite.
Okay. I'm making my way over. Right about here is probably where I get to stop, right?
You can get to about like here.
Ah, damn,
You also incur an opportunity attack.
It does have disadvantage because it's in the circle.
That's true.
Oh, I
I
rolled pretty
still
well.
get hit probably. Wait, no, my bone armor or whatever is 14.
Was he?
14. It hits you with a 26.
Hits me with a 26. Gotcha. How much damage does it do?
Out.
You're taking. Hold on.
It's ruining your chance to KS.
Mm-hmm.
When the enemy jungler comes and ganks.
Yeah, seriously, ruining everything.
Wow, that's a lot of dice in here.
Take
30, 40,
40 points of damage and it swallows you.
and it swallows me.
Oh.
Are you serious?
as you're running by it, it kind of just leaps forward and
Can I do anything?
no, you're kind of just inside of it.
That's ouch. Ouch.
I mean, I guess you could blink dagger out of it.
Yeah, I'm blink daggering out of that. Get me out of
That's your
here.
bonus action, yeah.
Get me the fuck out of here. I'm when the enemy Tom Kench fucking flash eats you.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here,
Kind of
dickhead.
just flash out of it.
Yeah. Dickhead.
Like
I don't think I can reach it with ignite now.
Yeah, no, you still have enough movement. You could get like right at the edge.
Ignite chaos.
But can my ignite reach him?
Yeah, hey, it's far enough.
Yeah, I'm using ignite right now.
Roll with it. Add your proficiency bonus to it.
Alright.
Spell casting.
Yeah.
Come on, Kyle, this is it. That's
13.
19.
19, that hits. All right, roll damage.
How
The
ignite?
same damage as firebolt. So
What is that? A D6?
no firebolt.
Does smell bad? It smells real bad.
I don't know what it is.
At 17th level, does 4d10.
4d10.
4d10 and cuck ceiling.
Alright, which one is the D10, Trevor? Is it this one that I already have up
That's the
here?
one that has a 0 on it.
4, 6, 8.
No.
This is a d8. This is a d10.
Okay. 4d10. Thank you.
28 points of damage. So, as you see, this thing just gobbles him up, and then you see.
Dickhead.
Flash the mastery.
Yeah, you
Flash
see
my
this thing
mastery
kinda-
and I'm
you see him
igniting
kinda-
this bitch.
See him kind of port out, and you see him kind of do like the dive roll, and he kind of slides in the floor to a pink, and it kind of just pegs him in the head, and he just goes.
Don't say I ever did anything.
That's pretty good.
Okay, let me roll 4 d20s real quick.
Let's see if
Alright,
these things stick
can I
around.
turn and flip off the dude that ate me?
Okay,
Which
two
ones?
of them flee.
Okay.
Ah,
Two of them
we
flee.
scared 2 of them.
I'll say
Yeah,
this
next
further
one.
one. It flees, and this one flees.
Yeah, the dickhead that tried to eat me. You better fucking leave.
It's like, how the fuck did that
he
get
left-
out my
He
stomach?
left the game. He left the game. So I killed his fucking military. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
His team's inting, and he tried to kill the guy who's gonna kill his teammate. He killed his teammate anyway.
All right, next one up is.
Why did it flee?
Cause I killed the boss guy.
Oh, you
said-
did?
Yeah, I ignited that bitch.
That's
Brilliant. Hey,
He's gonna be down.
target get the stone out of his pocket.
Well, we gotta deal
I mean,
with these. We're still in combat.
You
Yeah,
got
I
at least
know,
2
but,
more to
like-
deal with.
Gotta get the stone.
All right,
Just
orange
find
is up.
anyone.
I think Tyrolane
Heal bot 9,000.
is gonna. I don't think he needs to heal anybody.
Does it not?
I think he's gonna walk up and start fucking up Neophyllid number 4.
Okay.
I think you know his character better than I do, Trevor. I don't know how the fuck his shit works.
Okay.
I'm so happy that I was able to upgrade to ignite instead of just chill touch.
The same day you got ignite.
Tyroline's just gonna run up and he's gonna cast Destructive Wave. He's gonna cast
Good
Destructive
move.
Wave at the 9th level.
That's a good move.
He's just gonna come in and just do some fucking big dick DPS.
Jesus Christ.
He's also as he runs up, he's also reeing the fuck out.
Heretic! why is the ending of this combat just turning up so hard?
Wow, both of them passed. Lol.
Oh, oh.
Oh, lol.
Well, they just take half damage. It's okay.
Half damage and not knocked
So
prone.
they take 18 d6 of damage.
It's only
Jesus
18
Christ.
d6.
That's a lot of d6.
It's 5 plus 9. 9 plus 9, yeah, 18.
What's that?
That's a lot of dice. That's a lot of dice. You need to calm down.
Going for 1.
That's a lot of ones.
Holy shit.
15,
Yahtzee.
or 30, so they take 39 points of damage.
That was hilarious.
And they're not knocked prone.
2
Not
and
knocked
4
prone.
ones left.
Hey, you gotta get better at casting that.
2 and 4, and they take 39 points, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. As they both just get kind of blasted by this powerful wave of just holy energy, and then Pink's up, make a intelligence check.
Yeah, he's still knocked out. All right, still knocked out.
Brain hurts too.
Brain
Yeah, anybody
hurts
else
too
can
bad.
get this
Got
or
that
try to.
sick migraine.
All right, Red, you're up.
All right, well, I see this one. I'm going for another bear hug on Neophyte 4.
All right.
So let me just get the team here. Just get the grapples out. Oh, one's a 1, and the 9 plus 5 plus my proficiency, 11, 20.
That hits.
And I'm gonna go for the big
Casual.
bear hug squeeze. And as I'm squeezing, I'm gonna use another charge of Might of the Sage.
I thought
Okay.
you were gonna say, and as I'm squeezing, I'm gonna whisper in his ear. I was like, what?
You said 4d10 plus my strength modifier. That's that'll be 6 plus 16, 34.
Points. 4. How much?
34.
34. Okay. These things are okay. So Neophyte 4 is starting to look a bit like pretty worn out. Like it's not like super bloody, but you can tell this thing's getting a little bit panicked.
I got one more turn. I do the same thing.
Crush him.
I'm squeezing them. Flex the muscles harder.
Squeeze
That
it.
is 33.
33. Okay. All right. Next one up is Neophyte 2 is up.
Is it not getting scared? Yeah, I think this thing's scared.
Its turn, it would run away. And Neophyte 2 is gonna see if he gets his Barfy boy attack back.
Freaking Cogma.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
He doesn't get it back, motherfucker.
It's either Kogma or Tom Kent.
Next time I
tell
run
which
something
one
that
it
has the
is.
recharge, I'm just gonna give it like a 5% chance of fucking failing.
No, please. I enjoy what's been happening so far.
Come on, go.
This one's from a really bad situation to all right situation.
2 and 4.
Oh.
Okay, I got a funny idea.
Oh no.
It's gonna cast Feeble Mind on Tyrolane.
We get this dumb Inquisitor. Hopefully.
Okay, he needs to make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Okay.
I know why Trevor's doing this. We
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
have
oh, wait.
anyone that can heal him.
Kyle, you have counterspell.
I do.
That's a reaction. You could use that.
It's true.
So
Would you like to try, Trevor?
Yeah, I'm letting whoever wants to roll for Tyrolane roll. This ain't gonna be on my hands.
Oh no,
No.
I have counterspell.
What level are you casting it at?
Well, let's see. I used one of my level 5 spells, and I still
just
have
max it out just in case.
Actually,
max it out.
yeah, even if you max it out, you have to roll for the counter spell.
Yeah, then I'll roll for it then.
Yeah, roll d20.
1d20.
I'll
Eh,
fail.
I tried.
All right, so Tyrolane has to. Let's see if he's big dumb.
I tried. Oh well.
He's big dumb.
He's
Well-
a big dum dum,
Yeah, that's
13.
13.
and
He'll
we
be
don't.
alright.
We don't. Do we have any way of fixing him?
I
As
have
Tyr-
heal. I have
As
heal.
Tyrolane's mind just kind of.
Wait,
Now
wait.
he's the one sucking on his shirt. That's
Yeah.
right.
These guys, big cross as a binky.
Sucking on the end of the cross, yeah.
Meanwhile, I just see like
Okay.
Gerald and
And
what-
this
say something.
and this Neophyte is going to run away. You can have an opportunity attack if you want.
Opportunity attack him! Grapple him so we can kill him!
Yeah, if we say
Bye.
leave, I think that's fine.
No, we got to
yeah,
kill
he-
him!
He can leave. If I opportunity attack him, then well, you know what? Sure, let's roll for it. See if I hit it. Just
I
let the
don't
dice
want him
decide.
to leave, because what if he goes and tells his boss man about us?
I think
I miss anyway.
Yeah,
Kill
it
the bug.
manages to. You try to grab its tail, but like an eel, it just kind of slips through it and goes back through the wall.
Goodbye.
I mean, we gotta kill it either way.
Next up is Neothalid number 4. It's
Then this
casting
guy.
Mind on Velgrea.
He's going for it. He's going for
Good
it.
luck, Beth. Good luck. Do you have anything that can help you succeed this, Beth?
Is it considered an attack roll? Should he be getting disadvantage on this?
It is not an attack
Why?
roll. It is just a spell save.
Oh, if it's a save, that means you get advantage on it.
Saving throw.
I can't use counterspell on
So
this
what
one,
saving
can I?
throw is it?
And intelligence.
No, you can cast counters. Well, yeah, you can cast counters.
It's a reaction.
Well,
It's
yeah.
funny.
No.
Oh no, Bethany's too smart.
You can't hit me with that thing twice, homeboy!
Bethany's actually the big smart.
I got
not
the
even
steel
the
mind
smart.
now.
And it's just gonna run away. And this one's running down the same path as well. It's running away too.
I can try and opportunity attack it. But
You already burned your reaction.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So the rest of them run away,
Okay.
Sure.
Yay!
sitting there, kind of just head is nodding down.
Come on, buddy.
I cast heal on him.
Alright guys, what's everyone's KDA?
Alright.
I
No,
cast
Lord.
heal tear on him.
He's trying to commune with the holy rite.
I walk up, I cast heal on him and go, "It's okay, buddy. Everything will be
Yeah.
okay."
Yeah,
Did he succeed?
Yeah, yeah,
He succeeded praying to the light as a fucking retard?
yes.
Hey, you can't use that word.
As a mentally handicapped person?
As someone who's mentally deficient,
Yes.
That's it.
you're casting heal on him.
Yeah.
What?
We'll save.
I want to know what Gruul said to him though.
Yeah, so,
During the prayer.
Yeah, let's hear that first.
so Teclis, you're currently within the old Magalash lair. You're kind of linked to Gerald right now, so you can hear his stuff. And you hear, Lord line.
Gerald, is this your Exarch calling?
Gerald kind of goes, what? No, of course it's not. I mean,
Hello? Who is this? Who's tapped into this number?
big 10 lie.
Hey, Gerald, who else do you know that knows this number?
That shouldn't be anyone. Normally, only followers of the light can read.
How capable is someone mentally deficient?
When he goes, what? What's going on?
What is he saying?
What's going on here? He kind of looks down at Vilgray. He's like, get away from me!
It's okay, Terry Lane. You were sucking on your shirt, so maybe you should take it out of your mouth now, yeah?
He pushes you away, pulls up the cross, and is like, away from me, demon!
I should have left you as a dummy.
Hello? Oh, Exarch? Are you okay?
No, he's not an Exarch, he's a little child. He was drilling and everything.
The hang up dial tone. All right, so you guys, and you
Beth wants to loot the corpse.
Okay, hold on.
Shiny rock, where's it at? I know I saw it.
I'm more importantly, is there a soul?
Yes, there is a soul.
Take it.
Okay.
Snatch it up. Just
Hold on, before you move me over there, can someone please turn away the Inquisitors, please?
Oh, hey, Silverwind. Silverwind.
Silverwind kind of brushes his head.
Oh yeah. He's got to go take care of.
That was
Gotta go
a pretty
take care
rough
of
fight,
Chicken.
huh?
Yeah, Silverwind, come over here. I have some questions about your lads.
Really? He's like, well, I'd love to talk about it.
Yeah. What's that weird
He goes,
blink technique you had?
he goes, oh no, it's really cool. He's like, oh, the light blesses us with many things. You kind of walk up, you kind of start like siphoning it.
That's a
Oh,
nice tool.
Really? So, what's it made out of? Your lance.
He goes, oh, I knew. He's like, it's really rare material. It's called celestial silver.
Right.
Take
I'm
this
like,
out. Take this out, quick.
I did. I'm trying
oh,
to
do
grab
you,
it.
do you know any other techniques that are kind of like that, or is the blink thing like your
Squid,
main
so it's
thing?
He
slippery.
kind of looks at you and goes, oh, you have to
Get
see
in the-
one day. He goes, yeah, I wonder what they're up to over there.
Get in the,
No.
get in the
First,
lantern.
I need to know,
Trying to shove
Mr.
it.
Silverwind, how long have you been a follower of the light? Do you love the light?
He goes, oh, of course I love the light. He's like, oh, no, look at old the Exarch over here. He knows me.
Yeah. That was a tough fight we had there, right? Can you believe that?
I open the lantern to try to push it in, and one of the goblin things
Yeah, they're
gets
trying to
away.
escape.
Get
He kind of looks
back
up
here!
and goes,
Get
hey, is your friend
back here!
Oh no, he's fine. He's fine. Because they just need to get their bearings. But look at the Exarch. He was kind of in trouble there for a bit. Didn't you see him?
He goes, right? He's like, oh, well, he's a great warrior.
I got
It's fun. Yeah, about the time you get it back in there,
I got
he turns back around and goes, hey, you guys good?
him. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to slip my hand into its slimy pockets for that calling stone he had.
He says, be careful putting your hands in slimy places. That never ends well.
It's always worked out well for me.
Don't smell your finger afterwards.
He kind of thinks about it and goes, He goes, maybe that's a lesson the light should teach us. Is maybe sometimes slimy holes are worth it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good little
I'm elbows deep
moral
in
of
this
the
guy's
story.
pocket, trying to make it look believable.
He has like really long ropes. So he doesn't actually have pockets. He has like kind of orifices he keeps stuff in.
Oh God, you gotta dig inside of him.
Give me an investigation check.
My true sight should still be active though. It's active for an hour.
Yep.
Investigation.
He doesn't have anything invisible on him. I'll give you that.
But it reveals magical things. It's
That's
10.
true. Okay, I'll give you an advantage on this investigation check.
Bless you.
Yeah, look inside of him.
Deep inside yourself.
Okay, well,
So,
it's an 11.
what's everyone else's KDA?
Roka has not been keeping track of how
Well,
many
I
he's
got an
killed.
assist on every monster that we killed, so.
KDA does count assist.
Hey.
Valkyrie at least has one kill. She has two. She has 2 kills.
She definitely murdered.
Definitely murdered Charles.
Yeah, that's true.
You mean
Chester?
Chester, yeah.
Yeah, and Julian.
And Julian.
Only the really bad guys that betrayed me or tried to kill me.
Through checking out his stuff, you managed to find a small blue crystal.
Yes.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Can I
You're
tell what the... I'm unsure.
Roll an Arcana check.
Yes. Come on, dice. Why? I don't think I'm no, I'm not. It's a flat roll.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. So, as you grab hold of it and you and you're trying to figure it out, you manage to channel a little bit of magic into it, and it starts to light up.
Oh.
And you hear within your mind, like this really raspy, ancient sounding voice.
Can you repeat it to us?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I turn to Cells and Store and I go, get out the guy that speaks the deep speech, and I will repeat the message to you with perfect keen mind memory.
Okay. I channel what's his face, Spear Boy.
Yeah, you channel his power, and Velgric, basically, she says to you, report the actions that have happened. I cannot sense you any longer.
Can we fake a deep speech response with
Yeah.
Cell, and respond back with things are still going as planned, slight annoyances taken care of? sell?
Oh yeah. I'll say things went as planned.
A moment goes by.
Continuing the mission.
A moment goes by as you're holding the stone. Make a no, wait. It goes.
Deception.
Now hold on. It goes. Explain why I can no longer sense you.
You went into hiding because of opposition sent by Stroud.
That's true. That's a good.
And say we might need to retreat at the end of it.
And no. Just to say you need to just make them think we're still attacking.
Yeah. Stroud looking for me. Had to go incognito.
Rhymes.
Roll a deception check.
Good thing
All
I'm
right.
spec'd into that.
Let's see if it works. Just don't roll a 1. 20.
That would be a 20.
20. Okay. It responds back with, no matter. Regroup with more Neothalins. We will be sieging the city on the coast that is so worrisome.
Is it
Understood.
Mathael on the coast?
Yeah, that's the city he's talking about.
I just want to be 100%
Understood.
sure.
Just tell him understood.
Will.
What'd you say?
I said will do.
Okay.
And there are no more responses after that.
Well,
All right. Well, it
Success.
seems we have to get back. I don't know what'll happen to Neothalids now, though.
absolutely nothing's going to happen to them, so.
They're being
Is there
controlled.
anything else in this thing's pockets?
You're not looking in his pockets, Beth. You're looking inside of him.
I'm looking inside his voids, yes. But is there anything else on his person?
You see various scraps of, you're pretty sure it's brain matter.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gross.
You
His
also,
brain matter?
no, other things brain matter. You're not really sure where it came from.
I guess it carried little popcorn snacks in its pocket.
Hmm.
Popcorn.
It also has a staff made out of bones.
Ooh.
Okay, that seems
mostly
pretty cool.
like spinal vertebrae.
I'm
Right.
not really into dead things. That's not
Yeah, that
my
would be
thing.
pretty fucking metal if Belgrea
mean-
took that. Little girl walking around with the bone staff.
Belgrea.
Yeah.
I'll give you this fancy ruby one if I can have the bone one.
I mean, what does the fancy ruby one do?
It's
Nothing,
just a ruby
has
tips gold plated rod. That's all I got, man.
tungsten with gold.
I mean,
Just like the U.S.
I mean,
Treasury.
I don't really
I don't
need
know.
the staff. You can just have them both.
Oh, I can have both?
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't. As cool as the staff would probably be, I don't believe in wielding dead things, so.
If you take the ruby out, you could put the ruby in one of the skull eyes.
That's a genius.
It's
I
about-
want to do that.
All right, you currently have a human bone staff with a single ruby eye. It looks pretty fucking cool, actually. Actually, Tyrlane has another pretty expensive ruby. You get 2 ruby eyes, and if you take his stuff,
I think Tyrlane thinks it looks really fashionable, so he wants to donate.
Yeah, I'd have to talk to him about it.
No, I think he just wants to donate it.
That ruby, it is worth 800 gold.
No, but it'll look better on his staff.
Can you pick up the ones
He'll
I
never
dropped
know.
on the floor.
He'll completely forget he has it.
Okay, so that would mean this staff would be worth like 1,100 gold.
With
It's an expensive
ruby
staff.
eyes.
Sure.
It's like a
Yeah, I've taken it.
it's like a Resident Evil item. You know how you
Now I
combine
just
the
have a
stuff.
normal gold-plated rod.
Just be aware. Just put worth 1,100 gold.
No added power. It was just for show.
Alright, well, we should probably get back outside of this chapel now.
Hey, Silverwind, we really need to get back actually, because yeah, it seems like they're getting ready to attack Mathael. Well, they're planning to at least.
He kind of looks at you and says, Well, I mean, it's a good thing we took out one of probably the most powerful. I mean, see how strong he was?
There was another name inside that conversation, so you know. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know, he name dropped another guy who sounds just as threatening. And you know, in my line of work, I put a hand on his shoulder. Nothing fucking dies.
I think we'll end the episode with that.
Alright, ending this